Na hora H da enterrada. E cada hora H fica ainda melhor com o sabor irresistível da verdadeira maionese. Hellmann's, o sabor irresistível da NBA.
Está rolando a temporada mais gostosa da NBA. Começa o jogo, ele vai arriscar, tocaço! Aqui não, queridinho! Contra-ataque arrasador, eles combinam a jogada e... ponte aérea deliciosa! Ainda dá tempo de virar. Ela olha a situação. E foi de 3. Que ousadia! Sadia, para quem tem fome de NBA.
É a NBA na tela da ESPN 2 e do Star Plus com o jogo 3, Denver Nuggets e Minnesota Timberwolves. Denver vencendo a série por 2-0. No momento temos 2 minutos para o final do terceiro quarto. Na tela, Jamal Murray, 11 pontinhos dele no jogo. A torcida em pé no Target Center. O trabalho defensivo agora será essencial.
O Jamal Murray também tem 6 rebotes e 5 assistências, viu?
Brown, Jamal Murray, acelerou, girou, olhou para a cesta.
Nossa,
e a bola cai.
Que bola, agora são 13, hein?
Jamal Murray com 50% de aproveitamento nos arremessos de quadra. Mike Conley mexe as opções de ataque. Rudy Gobert tá lá no garrafão. Kyle Anderson lá fora. Conley, Brown na marcação. Rudy Gobert chegou, cadê a bola? Conley, Anderson. Não, Anderson, mas que bola errada foi essa?
Estão tentando.
Vou te contar uma coisa, Minnesota tem cada turnover também bizarro.
Eu acho que esse aí é o 4º turnover com esses passes de alley-oop, que a gente chama, né?
Jamal Murray soltou na zona morta. Green, tá fácil essa, Green. Ele não perdoa.
Chegada do Rudy Gobert ali para dar o topo, vou te contar, viu?
Mike Conley vai ter a resposta. Nada, ele entrega a bola. Acelerou o Nowell no aro. A briga pelo rebote. Kyle Anderson. Bem, Anderson. 2,6 metros. E temos o último minuto do terceiro quarto. É toda a emoção da pós-temporada. Grandes jogos. O show dos melhores atletas do mundo. Jamal Murray, Nowell na marcação. Murray parou, olhou de meia distância. Chega a 94 pontos no jogo Denver. E Minnesota já tem mais pontos hoje do que teve no jogo 1 dessa série. Quando Denver venceu por mais de 20 pontos de vantagem. Por isso a bola ficará com os Wolves. Essa é a bola do Murray, né? Na meia distância. É aquele giro.
Uma linda bola.
Lindo pra cima de Mike Conley.
Ó.
Essa do Green. Vai chegar o Gobert, a vontade que ele tava de marcar.
Nossa Senhora.
Que vontade! Tá parecendo a gente acordando sábado, hein? Depois do feriadão, hein?
Tá louco.
Hã?
Depois de um jogo até uma hora da manhã. Vai chegar em casa.
Vai acordar que horas amanhã?
Não, amanhã eu só tenho jogo à tarde aqui. Inclusive estão todos convidados amanhã. A partir das 17h30 tem lá do jogo às 18h jogo. Um jogo do NBB, né? Pelas oitavas de final. Séries melhor de 3. Unifacisa e Corinthians. O Unifacisa ganhou o primeiro jogo lá em Campina Grande. O Corinthians precisa ganhar amanhã para forçar um jogo 3. Senão estará eliminado o Timão.
Mike Conley, ele entrega lá, funcionou. Ponte aérea com o Rudy Gobert.
Agora foi.
Agora sim.
Agora foi. Mas estão todos convidados. Deve ser um jogo bem pegado amanhã para Corinthians e Unifacisa. 17h30 lá no jogo, 18 horas. O jogo estarei com Matheus Suma.
O galã.
O galã. Opa, opa.
Jamal Murray perdeu a bola, lá vem Anthony Edwards para machucar a defesa adversária no turnover. Teve a falta do Green.
Você lembra que depois do primeiro quarto, o Michael Malone, ele falou que a gente está driblando muito a bola e está cometendo erros. E se tem algum knock no jogo do Jamal Murray, ele fica muito tempo driblando com a bola em vez de pôr a bola para rodar. Quando ele fica com a bola na mão, mas para bater para cima, para sair no arremesso, para sair no DPJ, você sabe muito bem o que é, é complicado, né? Aí faz sentido. Agora, quando fica rodando para lá e para cá, como agora, nessa situação, comete o turnover. DPJ você conhece, obviamente, né?
Seis pontos a vantagem de Denver. Deixa eu ver aqui, Jamal Murray arriscando para 3. Nada feito.
Sair disso aqui, né?
Final do terceiro quarto, 94-88. Intervalo e já voltamos na ESPN no Star Plus.
Ó, tem que marinar o frango por 12 horas.
Sim, chefe.
Tem que ficar crocante, sequinho e suculento.
Sim, chefe.
Ô, Fogaça, aqui você não é chefe, não.
O melhor frango frito que você ainda não comeu. Prazer, ô paz.
O maior símbolo mundial das picapes. A maior autoridade das picapes. O ícone das picapes. A picape das picapes. Nova Ford F-150. A maior picape do mundo está chegando ao Brasil.
Então, doutor, em todo lugar que eu vou parece que tá me perseguindo. Pra onde eu olho, tá lá. Eu não sei o que fazer.
Quem sabe isso não pode ser um bom sinal?
Sportsbet.io.
Programa de auditório é uma coisa, política é outra.
Tem que ser o homem que fala a língua do povo.
A entrada de Cido Santos modificaria completamente o panorama da eleição.
Fazer qualquer coisa por audiência. Quanto mais repercussão lá fora, melhor pra você. Pelo menos vai dar ibope.
A vantagem de Denver é de 6 pontos e o último quarto será de arrepiar no Target Center. Minnesota buscando a sua primeira vitória nessa série. Um grande jogo de Anthony Edwards, 25 pontos. É o principal cestinha, o grande nome em pontuação no jogo, disputado em Minneapolis. Nós vamos para o intervalo e já voltamos.
Muitos pacientes acreditam que quando estão fazendo uso de um creme dental específico para sensibilidade, eles estão abrindo mão dos benefícios de um creme dental para uso diário. Por isso, eu indico o Sensodyne Proteção Completa Mais. O paciente vai ter alívio da sensibilidade e vai ganhar 8 benefícios: hálito fresco, limpeza superior e branqueamento. Eu quero que o meu paciente saia do básico e receba todos os benefícios que só Sensodyne Proteção Completa Mais pode oferecer.
Prontos? Uau! Bia, pode me mandar? Posso?
Bia, pode me mandar?
Bia! Pode me mandar?
Você aceita me mandar? Você não, a Bia.
Ei, pode me mandar? Sim!
The T-Wolves calling Town 22 points tonight, the highest of the series. How were you able to unlock him thus far?
Well, he's doing a good job of playing off the catch. You know, he's getting to his spots. He's got better space around him right now.
You guys got as close as 5 in that quarter, but can't get over the hump. They keep answering. What do you got to do to get over that hump?
Yeah, we got to string together more than one stop at a time. You know, we got to get multiple stops. Then we can't get down to the other end. We got to get good shots, not turn it over.
Coach, good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Ele falou, comentou, né, sobre a atuação do Carl Anthony Towns, que está com ótima pontuação hoje, né? Falou que conseguiu aí achar alguns arremessos mais livres, né? Ele falou, ó, se aproximaram ali 5 pontos, mas não conseguiram passar dali daquela lombada e chegar para o jogo. Ele falou, ó, a gente tem que parar mais o time do Denver defensivamente algumas vezes.
Hashtag NBA na ESPN. Vem aqui Mike Conley. Você com Vinícius Moura e Eduardo Agra. Já nessa madrugada de sábado. Anderson. Não é um grande jogo do Kyle Anderson. 2 pontos na partida tem o camisa 5 dos Wolves. Michael Porter Jr. Brown comete o erro, turnover. Acelera Anderson. Ele entrega para Carl Anthony Towns, marcação é forte, tomando cuidado para cometer andada, quase perdeu a bola, lá vem o Anderson embaixo da cesta, lá fora, Anthony Edwards!
Bola importante, hein?
3 pontos apenas a vantagem de Denver. Minnesota talvez não tinha um grande momento desde o início da partida no Target Center. Já voltamos na ESPN e no Star Plus.
A transmissão de basquete na ESPN é um oferecimento de... Chegou o novo Galaxy S23 5G. Nova Ford F-150. Vem aí a maior picape do mundo. Sadia, para quem tem fome de NBA. Vivo Fibra, a melhor internet para curtir a NBA. App Bradesco. Organize sua vida financeira com um único botão. Novo sub carne seca com cream cheese. Peça no restaurante ou delivery. Hellmann's, o sabor irresistível da NBA. Experimente Sensodyne Proteção Completa Mais. Cuidado diário 8 em 1.
Muitos pacientes acreditam que quando estão fazendo uso de um creme dental específico para sensibilidade, eles estão abrindo mão dos benefícios de um creme dental para uso diário. Por isso, eu indico o Sensodyne Proteção Completa Mais. O paciente vai ter alívio da sensibilidade e vai ganhar 8 benefícios: hálito fresco, limpeza superior e branqueamento. Eu quero que o meu paciente saia do básico e receba todos os benefícios que só Sensodyne Proteção Completa Mais pode oferecer.
Bora ver o jogo lá em casa? É hoje, hein? Depende. Tua casa vem com Vivo Fibra? É óbvio que vem com Vivo Fibra.
Se os playoffs vêm com Vivo Fibra, vem com a internet mais rápida do Brasil.
NBA só tem hora H. E na hora H, quem é melhor faz a diferença. Na hora H de cada ponto. Na hora H da enterrada. E cada hora H fica ainda melhor com o sabor irresistível da verdadeira maionese. Hellmann's, o sabor irresistível da NBA.
Final de partida eletrizante. Quando faz o bet aí, as partidas ficam muito mais emocionantes. Seguro, rápido e com muita emoção. Quando faz o bet aí, é emoção até o último segundo. Está esperando o quê? Faz o bet aí.
Fãs do esporte da ESPN e do Star Plus, desde o meio ali do primeiro quarto, que os Wolves não lideram a partida. E agora, com 3 pontos de vantagem apenas para o adversário, os Wolves têm uma grande chance de voltar a liderar o jogo. E olha, a gente viu aqui 2 violações que não são comuns de serem anotadas em um jogo da NBA, muito menos 2 em uma mesma partida. E o público que não conhece a violação dos 3 segundos, na sequência a gente fala sobre esse assunto que está aqui na nossa região.
Way to attack! Most aggressive team wins! Falou que o time mais agressivo sempre ganha, né?
Quem defende?
E esse aqui falando, vamos continuar defendendo, continuar movendo. São sons de jogo. A violação de 3 segundos é o seguinte: você não pode ficar dentro daquela área pintada sem a bola, tentando receber mais de 3 segundos. Se você fica 3 segundos, você é uma violação. E foi isso que aconteceu aqui 2 vezes. Mas normalmente, ó que bola. Nossa, que bola, hein? Normalmente acontece bastante e a juizada não dá. São poucos os que dão, principalmente na NBA. Então você não pode ficar dentro da área pintada sem a bola por mais de 3 segundos.
É igual a reposição de bola do goleiro de futebol, ninguém marca. Tem lá, acho que são 6 segundos, eu nem sei quanto tempo é. Ou 8, não sei se mudou. Conley, lá vem ele para arremesso frontal, não cai. Opa! A arbitragem deu o push do Gobert.
Falta do Gobert. Vamos ver quantas faltas ele tem. Eu acho que é a quarta, não é?
Na minha conta é a primeira do segundo tempo, então a quarta.
É a quarta. É a quarta falta dele.
Olha lá, ó. Tava com a mãozona grande o Rudy Gobert. Deixa eu mandar um abração pro Eric Miranda, que tá acompanhando a gente. Trabalha lá na Rádio Globo, Rio de Janeiro.
Ó, que legal.
Valeu, Eric. Olha aqui o Michael Porter Jr. Gol visual, ele mata.
19º ponto dele, com 7 rebotes também, partidaça dele. 8 de 14, viu?
E se não funcionar essa defesa dos Wolves, a série vai acabar agora, né? Porque o time tava com 3 pontos de desvantagem.
Tem mais um jogo, mas...
mas aí 3-0, né?
Fica complicado.
Então, mas tá bom, só 3 pontos, né, a vantagem de Denver. Era a hora da defesa trabalhar jogando em casa.
A bola é de Minnesota, né? Aparentemente ia pro outro lado. Ó o Conley, ó. Bateu no pé. Tá certinho.
Edwards.
Bola.
Abrindo espaço.
E ele chega, sabe quantos pontos, meu amigo? 30. 4 assistências, tem 5 rebotes. A gente falou que no primeiro... E ele foi mesmo, nos primeiros 2 quartos, né? O primeiro quarto todo, principalmente, foi muito tímido, né? Tava com 5 pontos naquela hora que eu falei.
Tocou na bola o Anthony Edwards. Quase que ele agarra ela e vai pra transição.
Olha que habilidade, ó. Ó. E indo próximo à sexta, né?
Porter Jr. toma o toco. Vem aí Anderson, Anthony Edwards de 3, será que cai? Não. Era uma bola para trazer a torcida pro lado dos Wolves. Bola lá fora do Brown, Jeff Green. O Brown entregou para o Nikola Jokic e a arbitragem foi pegar a falta. Falta de Kyle Anderson, é a quarta dele no jogo.
E quando cai o Jokic com o Anderson lá embaixo, ele é mais baixo, né? Ele não consegue conter sem falta. Olha, ó. Antes dos 22, ó, na história da NBA, ó, 38 pontos ele tem hoje, ó. Olha a companhia que ele tá aí, ó. Né?
Olha, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Luke Doncic, Derrick Rose e Tracy McGrady.
O maior número de jogos de 30 pontos ou mais na carreira, né?
Antes dos 22
Antes dos 22.
Ele tem 21 e quanto?
Ótima companhia ali, né, a lista. E vai descansar um pouquinho.
Ele tem 21, 258 dias.
É o quarto mais jovem da lista ali.
Esse é Nikola Jokic. Tentando abrir espaço lá no garrafão. Green de longe, não cai. Ó, o Rudy Gobert encarou o Nikola Jokic naquela briga de rebote. O Nikola Jokic não gostou. Vou indicar lá para a arbitragem. Falando sobre o uso do braço do Rudy Gobert. Conley, ele vai para dentro. Olha o canhotinho se aproximando da cesta. Rudy Gobert brigou pelo rebote e não teve sorte. Aí vem Michael Porter Jr. Numa defesa aberta dos Wolves, o Brown é impiedoso.
Linda bola do Brown. Veio bem do banco ele nas 2 vezes que entrou no jogo, hein?
Quando precisou, o Denver reagiu nesse último quarto.
Se protegeu ali e fez a bola por baixo.
E o Towns foi pro solo.
O Brown tem 12 pontos vindo do banco, viu? 12.
12?
É. Não, é o Bruce Brown, desculpa. É o Bruce Brown que tem 12.
Ele tem 7.
O outro Brown tem 7, é. Dois Browns.
Esse é Eduardo Agra.
Olha o Michael Malone. Papai fazendo 81 anos hoje, o Brandon Malone, né?
Isso aí, 81. Mais um turnover dos Wolves. E aí vem com tudo aberto. Brown pro nono ponto dele na partida.
Que bola que fez, hein?
Volta a ter uma vantagem confortável os Nuggets. Um duplo dígito, 10 pontos na frente. Perto de fazer 3-0 na série no primeiro jogo fora de casa.
Ó, tem que marinar o frango por 12 horas.
Sim, chefe.
Tem que ficar crocante, sequinho e suculento.
Sim, chefe.
Ô, Fogaça, aqui você não é chefe, não.
O melhor frango frito que você ainda não comeu. Prazer, ô paz.
O estilo dos ídolos das quadras para a sua casa. E a verdadeira experiência da NBA. Regatas oficiais, o estilo de cada time, os tênis mais desejados, itens de decoração para a sua casa ou escritório e acessórios para todos os gostos. Tudo para quem quer entrar em quadra ou torcer fora dela. Não quer ficar fora dessa, né? Venha conhecer uma das nossas lojas e viva a NBA de perto.
O maior símbolo mundial das picapes. A maior autoridade das picapes. O ícone das picapes. A picape das picapes. Nova Ford F-150. A maior picape do mundo está chegando ao Brasil.
Está rolando a temporada mais gostosa da NBA. Começa o jogo. Ele vai arriscar. Tocaço. Aqui não, queridinho. Contra-ataque arrasador. Eles combinam a jogada e... ponte aérea deliciosa. Ainda dá tempo de virar. Ela olha a situação. E foi de 3. Que ousadia. Sadia, para quem tem fome de NBA.
Novo sub carne seca com cream cheese. Pão feito todos os dias. Carne seca, cream cheese. Peça a receita original com mussarela, tomate, cebola, maionese e alface. Criada por brasileiros. Tipo passinho, sabe?
Carne seca, cream cheese.
Criatividade de outro nível, né? Novo sub carne seca com cream cheese.
Carne
Peça no restaurante ou delivery.
Agora que tá todo mundo aqui, vamos começar. Beto, seu home office vem com Vivo Fibra?
Vem com Vivo Fibra sim, chefe.
Perfeito. Me manda então um relatório da...
Já mandei, já.
Nossa, que rápido.
Se o home office vem com Vivo Fibra, vem com mais estabilidade para sua reunião.
Hashtag NBA na ESPN, o Gilson Santos está aqui com a gente. Hoje é aniversário do Matheus Bispo. Hoje, no caso, já no sábado, né, Matheus? Ou foi ontem, sexta-feira? De toda forma, nossos parabéns para você. Valeu, Matheus.
Olha o Jokic.
Sabe quem está acompanhando a gente também?
Sim.
João Paulo de Medeiros. João Paulo de Medeiros, meu grande amigo lá de Goiânia. Nos formamos juntos na Universidade Federal de Goiás. Está acompanhando. Acho que está torcendo para os Nuggets aqui, pelo que eu entendi na mensagem.
Mas eu não conhecia ele.
Então agora você está conhecendo, sendo apresentado, João Paulo de Medeiros.
Como?
João Paulo de Medeiros.
Um abraço para o João Paulo de Medeiros. Muito prazer.
Então, olha, tem uma pergunta aqui para você,
Ah,
Iago.
não.
Gilson Santos está dizendo o seguinte: está na hora do Anthony Edwards procurar uma nova casa para ser feliz?
Eu acho que é legal quando o cara é draftado por uma equipe que não é uma grande equipe muito tradicional, etc, e leve essa equipe a algum lugar, com ajuda, né, com suporte. Isso aí seria um objetivo, né, para a franquia de manter um jogador que tem um futuro brilhante pela frente como ele, cercá-lo com um talento adequado no esquema coadjuvantes, né? E tentar fazer com que esse time ganhe. Aí você tem, por exemplo, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal. Né? O Denver, por exemplo, nesse momento do jogo, eles têm 6 jogadores com 10 pontos ou mais. E mais 2, um com 8 e outro com 9. Então, por exemplo, você tem 8 caras, como falou o Michael Porter naquela entrevista dele, que contribuem. E isso que é importante nos times, né? Então, quando você chega aí no playoff, na hora de decisões, você sabe que o Jokic vai fazer isso que ele está fazendo aí, ó, com 7 minutos para serem jogados, ele já tem um triple-double. Né? O que o Jamal Murray vai chegar sempre para pontuar, como está pontuando no jogo aqui, com 15 pontos, 4 assistências, 7 rebotes. Mas você tem que ter o resto, né? Você tem que ter o coadjuvante, né? Que a gente fala, o coadjuvante. para montar um time. Então eu acho que o Anthony Edwards devia tentar ficar aí agora. Se a franquia não ajuda, aí sim talvez ele procurar um outro lugar.
Não, e esse é um comentário geral aqui na nossa hashtag, o Carl Anthony Towns.
Partidaça dele hoje, hein? 25 pontos. Não, desculpa. 25.
25 pontos nas bolas de 3 aí, 2 de 4, né?
25 e 6 rebotes, enquanto o Edwards tem 32, 4 assistências, 6 rebotes. 18 pontos também para o Rudy Gobert com 8 rebotes. Ó, isso é a quinta dele, hein?
Você foi falar dele, olha lá.
Ó,
justamente na hora.
6 e 28. O que você faz agora se você é o Chris Finch? Should I stay ou should I go? Aqui, ó.
Should I stay or should I go? Sabe que durante muito tempo uma das minhas senhas era essa música.
Mas
should I stay or
ele tá reclamando. Olha o que ele faz com o cotovelo com a perna. Ó, pelo amor de Deus. Ainda quer reclamar.
Segue em quadra, Rudy Gobert. Olha, é o seguinte, deixa eu te fazer trazer uma informação, trago daqui a pouco. Deixa eu acompanhar aqui o Jamal Murray. Conley vai até o fim na marcação. Jokic. Frontal. No arremesso de meia distância, a bola não cai. Vem aí o Anthony Edwards.
Qual era a informação?
Ele entrega para Rudy Gobert. Fez o giro. Teve o contato e a arbitragem vai pegar a falta do Michael Porter Jr.
Ele levou sorte, viu? Porque se você vê o replay da jogada, ele levantou o cotovelo e pôs o cotovelo na boca lá do Michael Porter Jr. Não tocou, mas ele levantou o cotovelo. Pode ver. Pode ver? Pode ver? Pode ver?
Não pode ver.
A televisão americana não atendeu o nosso pedido. Olha aí, 18 pontos, 8 rebotes. Um bom jogo para ele. E o cara marcar o Jokic o jogo inteiro, né, que fica na quadra, é duro também, viu, cara? Fisicamente e principalmente mentalmente. O Jokic, ele vence os marcadores não só por causa da habilidade ou do físico, mas pela inteligência ao jogar esse jogo nobre, que é o basquetebol.
O Nikola Jokic está no seu 7º triplo-duplo em jogos de playoff. É o segundo maior índice para centers, para pivôs em toda a história, atrás apenas do Will Chamberlain. E o Jokic não foi para a linha do lance livre hoje.
Você falou que você ia me trazer aquela informação que eu pedi? Se é o 30º, 31º ou 32º?
Essa aqui eu vou trazer em instantes para Eduardo Agra. Se é o 30º ou 31º triplo-duplo dele na carreira.
Isso aí vai ficar que nem aquela pizza, né?
Não, peraí, a pizza...
Nunca vou ver.
Não, a pizza...
Nunca vou sentir o cheiro da pizza.
É o seguinte, o Agra tá no meu pé pra gente bancar uma pizza aqui pra ele. Nós vamos bancar a pizza, viu, Agra? Fica tranquilo. Mas o Edwards agora...
É o seguinte, pessoal, fã de esporte. A gente tem
Conta a história da pizza aí, velho.
Então, nós temos aqui...
Eu vou abrir uma água.
Historicamente, né, alguns narradores que começaram a narrar NBA, college, né, em alguns casos até... Comigo. O primeiro jogo. Você está fazendo o seu primeiro playoff. Já tinha feito o primeiro de NBA. Comigo, você. Aí o que acontece? Matheus Suma, Matheus Pinheiro, Ari Aguiar, Rômulo Mendonça, todos eles passaram primeiramente por mim. Né? Agora, Nadine, não, mas o Nadine já veio lá da Bandeirantes e tal. Mas os que começaram aqui mesmo. Então depois eles fazem sucesso, como todos eles fizeram, e você também está fazendo, e esses todos que eu mencionei fazem, né? Se estabelecem, assinam grandes contratos e não tem coragem de me levar para comer uma pizza. Tá louco.
Eu vou pagar a sua pizza, Eduardo Agra. Está feito o compromisso. Fica tranquilo. Esse ano sai a pizza. Eu só não vou dizer quando, porque vai ser surpresa.
Espero que tenha servido para cobrar todos os outros. Né? Espero que eles estejam assistindo.
Espero que eles dividam a conta comigo.
Foi falta ali embaixo, hein? O Aaron Gordon também está no grupo dos 6 jogadores com 2 dígitos. Ele tem 10 pontos, pode chegar aqui a 12. Ele tem 6 rebotes. Né? O Jokic, a gente já falou, já tem um triple-double, 18, 10 e 10. São 13 do Caldwell Pope. O Jamal Murray tem 15, 7 rebotes e 5 assistências. E o Bruce Brown, tem 12, que são 4 assistências e 5 rebotes. Com 8, a gente tem o Jeff Green e com 9, o outro Brown. Então são 8 jogadores contribuindo muito, né, para essa vitória até aqui do time do Denver Nuggets.
Um abração aqui para Marcelo Duó, narrador da Rádio Band News em São Paulo, tá lá em Santos. A nossa comentarista aqui, a Natália Ferrão, de olho na NBA. Marcelo Duó vai pagar uma pizza para nós também, viu, Eduardo?
O Marcelo Duó, a gente de vez em quando ele vinha. Antigamente vinha aqui na Real. Ele é um grande narrador, né? Eu assisto.
Caçapa!
Assisto bastante.
Fenômeno!
No nosso futebol.
Vê se paga essa pizza também, viu, Marcelo? Vem aqui o Carrera, tá livre pra bola de 3, não cai. E o rebote vem na mão do Prince. Com 5 para acabar, tem jogo. Rudy Gobert. Costas pra cesta. Nossa, olha o passe do Karl Anthony Towns, cara. Que abusado. Mandou muito o Prince. Ô, Prince, depois de receber uma bola dessa do Karl Anthony Towns, dá pra fazer melhor, hein, amigão?
E o Karl Anthony Towns, pro cara que tem o tamanho que ele tem, ele é muito habilidoso, viu? Quando põe a bola no chão. Bem habilidoso mesmo o Karl Anthony Towns. É pena que hoje está tendo um ótimo jogo, né? Mas ficou muito tempo fora, são 25 pontos, 7 rebotes hoje. Que era normalmente a média dele, viu? Tipo All-Star, né? Karl Anthony Towns.
Nikola Jokic, marcação do Rudy Gobert. E o Prince tomou a rasteira.
Aquele famoso pé grande, né? O cara bate a bola no pé dele e foi bom, não foi? Mas você tem crédito aí, você pode bater essa bola no pé aí quantas vezes forem necessárias. Você é o favorito do nosso grande Vinícius Moura para ganhar o MVP, hein?
E o Agra tá pensando ainda.
Tô pensando. Mas os caras já anunciaram lá, né? Os finalistas são ele, o Embiid e o Giannis Antetokounmpo, que tá com as costas machucadas, né?
Deixa eu mandar um abraço aqui também para o André Donk, nosso comentarista que tá ligado. Já passou algumas pizzarias aqui de São Paulo, viu?
Passou o nome? Muito bem, André. Tem que me defender aí. O André agora, né, que é um grande comentarista de futebol, né? Eu vejo ele sempre nas mesas redondas.
Sabe muito, né?
Então, conheci ele como produtor aqui da ESPN. Bacana, né? Subindo, né?
Com menos de 5 minutos, uma vantagem de Denver que não é definitiva. 6 pontos.
Um abraço pro André, obrigado pela força. Né?
Jokic. Ele tem a bola, entregou na ponte aérea. Pra ver se desanima o outro lado. Minnesota insiste, mas Denver tem talento.
Ele deve ter pensado assim que se faz no Aliou, Minnesota.
Tentou tantas, né? Errou várias.
É assim que se faz.
Olha o fenômeno Anthony Edwards. Girou. Ele vai para o arremesso de meia distância. Vai ter um contato. Foi de Jamal Murray, que chegou para a falta de number 4.
E ele está dizendo ali pro juiz que não foi. Vamos ver. Vamos ver. Ah, não, esse é o Ali. O Jokic deve ter pensado isso mesmo que eu pensei. É assim, ó, tá vendo? O cara tem que estar livre, senão não dá. E o Gordon foi para buscar lá em cima, no quarto andar, hein? Não mostraram a jogada do Murray, queria ver se tinha sido falta ou não. Né? E o Edwards chega a 36, né?
Vem de um jogo de 41 pontos, Anthony Edwards.
5 assistências, 6 rebotes.
109-104, público em pé no Target Center. Ninguém dorme nessa madrugada enquanto não acabar Nuggets e Wolves.
Falta, tá certo?
Falta do Edwards.
Certinho. Não adianta reclamar.
O contato com o Jamal Murray.
Come on, man. Usa o foul, man.
Você sabe que você falou aí do É Assim Que Se Faz? Eu lembrei de uma música, o Eduardo.
Qual? Aqui, ó. Empurrou aqui, ó. Com o cotovelo, você viu? E vai reclamar e falar, come on, man, you.
É assim que se faz, é assim que se ama. Luciana Mello.
Eita. Romântico.
Só não vou cantar porque
não.
A voz não ajuda.
Também vamos, tá
cantar
bem.
Comigo é só sertanejo. Sertanejo eu sou bom.
Você tá bem, tá chegando bem aí no pedaço, etc.
Não precisa empolgar também, não. Ô, pelo freio, cidadão.
Cantar não precisa, por favor.
No sertanejo eu me garanto, mas fora aí é mais difícil.
Você é de Goiânia, né?
Jamal Murray. Convertendo o segundo lance livre.
Você sabe que os assistentes ali do Chris Finch é o Pablo Prigioni, que é o atual técnico da seleção argentina, campeã da América. Ele foi um grande armador na seleção argentina e é um dos jogadores estrangeiros mais velhos a entrar na NBA. Jogou muito bem lá no New York Knicks, o Pablo Prigioni.
Então ali, Com 4 segundos agora para o arremesso. E aí, Kyle Anderson, o que você é capaz de colocar a bola no ar? Mas tem Anthony Edwards. E aí, Jamal Murray. Edwards foi lá no banco. Carrera Pope com 3,5 para acabar. Lá vem Gordon, lá fora. Carrera Pope.
Você viu a paciência ofensiva? O Gordon podia ter forçado essa bola lá embaixo. Pôs a bola para cima.
Carrera Pope na meia distância. A falta está marcada. Ele vem para a linha do lance livre.
E é interessante, né? Porque a gente está aqui, obviamente, tem 3:23, é muito tempo de jogo ainda, mas a sensação que eu tenho, pode ser que mude isso, pode ser que eu tenha que morder minha língua, mas é que esses dois times podiam jogar a noite inteira e não ia mudar isso aí. Então eles estão nesse mesmo ritmo, abre 10, encosta 5, encosta 3, encosta 4, depois abre 10 de novo, né? Então a sensação que eu tenho é que vão continuar jogando aí e o Denver vai acabar saindo com a vitória. Pode mudar tudo isso de uma hora para outra, mas é essa a sensação que eu tenho assistindo até aqui.
Carrera Pope não converte o segundo.
Até 7 pontos de novo.
Ele converteu o primeiro, errou o segundo. Um jogo de 7 pontos com 3 minutos para acabar. Anthony Edwards, lá vem ele para a bola de 3, fica no aro. E o Carrera Pope brigou pelo rebote. E a bola vai ficar com o Denver.
Timeout, timeout. O Michael Malone invadiu a quadra praticamente. Michael Malone.
Vamos para o intervalo e já voltamos.
Sei que eu vou mudar o...
Você toca?
Arranho.
Esse aqui é o Pedro.
E pra você, Ana, como tá sendo lidar com o sucesso?
Eu faço música por causa de música, não é por causa de número.
A Ana tem outros interesses. Ela não quer deixar com a gravadora.
Preciso de um hit, Rita. Tô pressionado.
Peraí. Sim, estagiário.
Você vai fazer com que a Ana Caetano assine um contrato com a nossa gravadora. Em troca, a gente assina um contrato com você.
Tá tudo certo então, Rubinho.
O Real Madrid tem 2 grandes adversários. Um é o Barça, líder do Campeonato Espanhol. O outro é o Atlético de Madrid, que está coladinho neles na tabela. E mesmo com o Real distante do título, sua honra não vai permitir que eles terminem a temporada atrás de 2 rivais. Sábado é dia de buscar os 3 pontos. Real Madrid e Celta, 4 da tarde, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
Ujo tá acompanhando a gente. Denise Araújo acompanha a gente aqui na hashtag NBA na ESPN. O Danilo também tá aqui falando da pizza, ó. Recomendando pizzarias para Eduardo Agra.
Aí sim. Tem o Danilo Castro, da Bandeirantes, não? Quem está aqui conosco é o Ivan Bruno. Esse sim, narrador da Bandeirantes, muito amigo do meu amigo Danilo Castro.
Ivan Bruno?
Sim,
grande Ivan.
Grande narrador. Está aqui com a gente, na audiência. Um grande abraço para ele. Está sempre também trabalhando com a NBA, né? Na TV aberta. Grande abraço para ele e o time, né? O Álvaro José, o Danilo Castro. Olha o Luke Gobert. Olha, um Coach's Challenge, né? Que a gente tem. A jogada está sob revisão. Aí não teve sucesso não, né? Foi unsuccessful. Era para ver quem tocou na bola por último, ó.
Nossa.
Difícil, hein?
Vai, gente. E aí?
Foi por último que tocou na mão do jogador de Denver, não é?
O último toque foi do Mike Conley. E aí é o seguinte, se não tem... Eu acho até que eles tiveram certeza, mas se você não tem certeza exatamente do que acontece, você mantém a marcação da quadra.
Sim.
Como acontece em outros esportes.
Aí você perde um timeout. 2 unsuccessos, você perde timeout. Não é de graça não.
Jamal Murray tem a bola. Na marcação de Anthony Edwards, que tem um jogo de 36 pontos. A bola chega para Nikola Jokic. A marcação é de Rudy Gobert. Gobert com 5 faltas na partida. Que bola do Jokic, ele é maravilhoso. Quero meu Paul. No aro, Anthony Edwards.
Tem muito tempo no relógio, hein? São 7 pontos só.
2,5. Edwards, lá fora. Voltou para ele, a marcação é dupla. Tem alguém livre na quadra. O Edwards se encolou com a bola e foi desarmado pelo Jamal Murray.
Momento importante.
Que turnover teve os Wolves. Aí Nikola Jokic.
Se pontua agora, abre uma diferença significante. Hein?
Jamal Murray. A ver se a defesa de Minnesota funciona, mas o passe de Jamal Murray é desmoralizante.
Jogada sensacional.
Por trás do próprio corpo, entregando para Nikola Jokic. Jokic em seu 7º triplo-duplo em playoffs. Chegando a 20 pontos no jogo, Jokic, sem precisar de nenhum ponto nos arremessos de lance livre. Conley teve o contato e ele vem para 2 pontos.
Tá certo. E o Caldwell Pope, ele nem reclamou, porque sabe que foi falta mesmo. Aqui, ó. Aqui, ó. Pôs a bola no chão entre 2 marcadores ali, né? Ou deu uma bobeada. O Edwards.
Lembrando que amanhã tem NBA na tela da ESPN 2 e do Star Plus a partir das 8 horas da noite, com Fernando Nardini, a Ellen Luz, Milwaukee Bucks e Miami Heat. E logo na sequência tem o Matheus Suman e o Giovannone para Memphis Grizzlies e Los Angeles Lakers.
E precisa ver se o Milwaukee vai poder contar com o Giannis Antetokounmpo, né?
O pedido é por defesa. E o árbitro pegou a falta, hein? Falta em cima do Jamal Murray e a falta do Edwards.
Foi do Edwards?
Ou foi do Gobert?
Precisa ver. Vamos ver? 6.
Realmente foi do Rudy Gobert.
Faltinha boba, hein? Desnecessária, né?
3 no primeiro tempo, 3 no segundo tempo.
Desnecessária. O cara que tá com 5 faltas, a 1:38 do final. Importante no rebote defensivo e ofensivo. Presença física dentro dos 2 garrafões. Fazer uma falta dessa aí.
Bye, Rudy Gobert.
Tá
Bom
louco.
descanso.
Mostra muito o nível de maturidade como jogador, eu tô falando, não como pessoa. Mas como jogador. Não se faz essa falta aí, um cara desse. Nessa altura do jogo. Aqui, ó. Ele sai pra fazer a falta. Olha o cotovelo lá. Tá vendo? Com o cotovelo aberto, ó. Isso aí prejudica a equipe, viu? Ice.
Converte Jamal Murray.
The Iceman. Agora são 9 pontos.
E aí com 1 minuto e meio, né? Anthony Edwards. Minnesota vai chegando ao 5º jogo seguido de playoff com derrota. O tocaço funciona do Michael Porter Jr. Grande partida de Michael Porter Jr. Jokic. Ó, Porter Jr. Vai ele. Pra 3. Cai a bola.
Acabou. It's all over.
A 4ª bola de 3 de Michael Porter Jr. que vai a 23 pontos do jogo.
E 9 rebotes.
Para definir a vitória de Denver. Eles chegam a 3-0 na série e podem até dar uma varrida nos Wolves. O jogo na sequência será no próximo domingo aí no Target Center. Minuto final, Karl Anthony Towns chega ao seu 27º ponto no jogo.
Esse jogou bem também, hein?
Melhor partida dele para se brincar na temporada.
Agora quem jogou bem foi esse aí também, viu? 25 pontos, né? 9 rebotes, partidaça dele.
E a 5ª derrota seguida de Minnesota em playoffs iguala a maior sequência de derrotas do time em pós-temporada. Uma sequência que havia sido registrada entre 2001 e 2003 e agora também somando, né, os últimos jogos da temporada passada. Vitória de Denver, 120-108, eu repito, amanhã muito Muitos jogos na ESPN 2 e no Star Plus, como já disse Eduardo Agra, tem NBB, Corinthians e Unifacis a partir das 5h30.
Agora é engraçado, porque vai ter que voltar a bola para Minnesota. Com 13 pontos, vamos ver o que é que eles fazem, né?
Ó, o Anthony Edwards já saiu de quadra, hein? O time de Minnesota. E o final de jogo com vitória de Denver por 120-111. Anthony Edwards, o principal cestinha da partida, com 36 pontos. Seguido por Carl Anthony Towns. Teve 27, não foi o suficiente para os Wolves. Denver vence e lidera a série por 3-0, Eduardo Agra.
Merecida a vitória, né? Manteve aí a tranquilidade, a consistência durante todo o jogo. Ali no finalzinho, no meio do segundo quarto, caiu um pouquinho, deixou encostar a Minnesota, depois novamente no terceiro quarto. Mas invariavelmente foi muito forte ofensivamente, defensivamente, muito consistente, né? No controle do jogo, no ritmo do jogo. É como eu te falei. Eu fiquei o jogo inteiro aqui com uma sensação que esses dois times podiam jogar a noite inteira e o resultado não seria diferente de uma vitória do Denver. Infelizmente, o time do Minnesota não conseguiu defensivamente. Vamos ouvir o Nicola aqui, ó. Continuaram a chegar perto e eles mantiveram.
He had 15 free throws, so that's how we expected that. We know he's going to be aggressive. We need to do a little bit of job more focusing, staying in the coverage, and make him finish over us. But we won the game. That's the most important thing.
You were in rare third quarter, and your teammates certainly played well in that situation. 6 guys in double figures. The other 2 guys that played at 17 points combined. What does it say about your squad to be able to
falando sobre o que é que isso diz sobre o seu time?
I trust them. I think they trust each other, and most
Falou que ele confia, eles confiam um no outro. Ele falou, e a gente tá fazendo as bolas, tá metendo os arremessos. 3-0 líder, ninguém nunca voltou sobre isso. Falou a mesma concentração, o mesmo foco para o jogo número 4. Manter a compostura. Já sabe o que esperar. É isso aí.
E foi a primeira vitória de Denver jogando fora de casa contra Minnesota depois de 3 derrotas seguidas. Um abração, Eduardo Agra. Tem mais basquete na ESPN neste sábado.
Um grande abraço a você, Vinícius. Foi um prazer participar da sua primeira partida de playoffs. Sempre com a esperança daquela pizza no novo contrato.
E o Weikenberg estava ali, abraçado pelo Jokic no final.
É isso aí.
Um abração. Tchau, tchau. ESPN Star Plus, o esporte passa aqui.
Os fãs de fé do Sacramento Kings, carinhosamente conhecido como Bean Team, desfrutaram do sucesso imprevisto dessa temporada que catapultou a equipe de volta após temporada pela primeira vez em 17 anos e a um encontro com o campeão da NBA na defesa do título, Golden State Warriors. Então venha com a gente ficar por dentro da ação.
E lá vamos nós. Muito bem, sem meio, boa. Boa, Fox.
Estamos prontos para esse momento, vamos fazer a casa cair.
We're ready for this moment. We're going to blow the top off this place. City's alive.
As pessoas não entendem o significado para o povo de Sacramento, a cidade está viva.
É ótimo fazer parte do time que tirou o Sacramento dessa seca de playoffs. É muito importante para a organização, para a cidade, é ótimo poder dar à cidade esse tipo de alegria.
Adoramos esse time, acendam as luzes aí.
Ao rodar pela cidade, conversando com a torcida, cada pessoa tem uma experiência diferente sobre a importância dos Kings. Ter todos os grandes jogadores do último grande time aqui é uma contribuição muito valiosa. Ter a impressão digital deles nessa cultura.
Essa torcida é espetacular. E eu sempre disse que eles merecem muito mais. Estou aqui ao lado do Vlade, do Webb, do Peja, do Bob, do Mike, do Jay Will e de todos que contribuíram e fizeram algo nessa construção toda.
Eu me lembro de cada um dos jogadores desses times e eu tento sempre aprender um pouco mais da história dos Kings e dos vários playoffs em que eles jogaram.
Você viu isso? Esperamos que esse time seja como esses que serão lembrados por 20 anos depois.
É um grande dia para o Sacramento e eles estão nos playoffs, de volta. A esperança, eles têm um time de verdade, mas agora vão enfrentar os atuais campeões, o time que vai para as finais ano após ano. Com um grupo lendário de futuros membros do Hall da Fama. Vamos, cara, vai ser da hora.
The atmosphere here at Golden One Center is incredible.
Draymond waits for a cutter. It's Wiggins down the lane, floater up and good. And Drew Wiggins played for the first time in about 2 months.
Malik Monk drives it right. Up and down scoop, right hand. Oh, that was sweet.
Curry stops where it says Golden One Center with a left-hand dribble. Runs Fox through a loony pin, comes back to the other side, fires away the jumper is good.
Keep going. Keep going. Here's Monk with a drive. Digs in the paint. Twist, reverse. He's got it. We're going to go to the fourth quarter with Sacramento leading the Warriors 91-90. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Nós ficaremos bem, ficaremos bem.
The group that has 4 titles. They are the defending champs. They know how to win in every circumstance. Come.
Fox with 9 on the shot clock. Steps back over Green for 3. And fourth quarter Fox has been activated. The second leading scorer in the fourth quarter in the NBA.
Thompson comes up base into a 3 and it's another one. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Keep shooting the ball. Keep shooting it. Let it fly.
Working against Wiggins. He goes under the screen. Fox got it. Poised and prolific in the...
É que te dá essa tranquilidade de falar que o São Paulo também continua lutando mais para cima, não é dar um passo para trás, nada disso. E com esse elenco, o cara que está treinando aqui, Alexandre Pato, você conta com ele também?
Eu acho assim, em relação àquele grupo, são grupos distintos. Aquele grupo, só para vocês terem uma ideia, talvez se lembrem, o São Paulo jogou
invasão de uma fazenda da União em Goiás, uma área de preservação do Ibama em Pernambuco, vários prédios do INCRA, que aliás, né, o governo acabou de ceder várias lideranças do INCRA depois dessas invasões, uma área de pesquisa da Embrapa. Isso só esse ano, mas já tiveram várias outras, né? O presidente Lula, quando estava em campanha, disse que movimentos de esquerda não faziam atos.
De novo, né?
Look at the vision. The pass down the ice to Taylor Hall. Hall, the finish. And the Bruins are 37-1-1 this season. When they take... After the first period, it was 1-0 after one. Second period, still 1-0. Brad Marchand takes the shot. Charlie Coyle just out of thin air. Grabs it, that gets past Alex Lyon. That is a goal, the 24th career playoff goal for Coyle. It is now 2-0. Let's get to the third. Orlov again. Look at this pass, this time to David Pastrnak. Pastrnak goes one-on-one, and we're in. Fully in control are the Bruins. It's now 3-0. And that would do it for Lyon. Sergei Bobrovsky is coming in after that one. 3 minutes later, still 3-0. It's Nick Foligno, and Foligno puts that one in. Now, the Panthers did get on the board. They did score 2, but it is the Bruins with a 4-2 lead and a 4-2 win. They take the series lead as well. It's 2-1. Now, this is the Bruins' 67th win of the season, all under their first-year head coach, Jim Montgomery. There are only 2 other coaches in NHL history who have gotten as many wins as Montgomery in their first seasons with their teams.
Well, Friday's NBA injury report is active, but some big-time stars will not be. Find out who's going to be sitting on Saturday. Plus, Shohei Ohtani back on the bump for the Halos, but the Angels were not in attendance for the Cubs on Friday. Nicole will explain.
Agora traz a jogada por dentro. Olha o chutezinho, o zagueiro entrou. Gol!
Em 8 anos, ele revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, é a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar aqui, a toda vez que perder agora, vai chorar.
João Paulo Sampaio é daqueles que falam com paixão. E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí de uma prateleira muito diferente. Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus.
Pensou em clássico? Pensou no Calcio.
A recompensa pela ousadia.
O futebol italiano une tradição, beleza, grandes craques e as rivalidades que nos fazem lembrar por que amamos esse esporte. Domingo, 3h45 da tarde, Juventus e Napoli, ao vivo. Assista ao campeonato italiano no Star Plus.
Passa ali o Zach Braff. Aí é pra 3, Queiroz de fora, direto pra sexta, cai a bola de 3 do Queiroz.
Quero viver. Mais destino.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta a Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Passa ali o rFactor. Aí é para 3, Queiroz de fora, direto para a cesta, cai a bola de 3 do Queiroz.
Se eles têm uma das ligas mais disputadas, então é lógico que o mata-mata também é um dos mais difíceis.
E com apetite de sobra!
Na Copa da Inglaterra, é impossível prever quem vai chegar lá. Por isso não importa a fase. Todo jogo aqui pode ser o jogo.
Sai, Zica!
Domingo, 12:30, você confere Brighton e Manchester United. Ao vivo, assista a toda a Copa da Inglaterra no Star Plus.
Ele está aí acelerando, pode bater!
Briscoe is back with you on SportsCenter. You got Julio Urias on the mound for the Dodgers. North side, Wrigley Field, Drew Smiley on the mound for the Cubs, who said, my bullpen session was trash. But sometimes those are when you have your best games. Guess he was on to something. Top of the second, Cubs up 2-0. Smiley, Max Muncy down, Miguel Vargas down, and finally James Outman swinging. Outman just destroyed the Cubs yesterday, so that probably felt pretty good. Smiley struck out 6 through 3, and he got more run support. Cubs up 3-0. In the third, Cody Bellinger. Hi. Remember me? Gone. Over the wall and right. His 5th home run this season, but 3 of them have come against his former team. So that one makes it 4-0. The next batter, Trey Mancini. Also gone. Other way. Second homer of his season. The Cubs are now up 5-0. In the 5th, how about some more runs? Patrick Wisdom leads, or is tied for the lead in all of baseball. He's got 9 home runs. That one is a 409-footer. His 9th home run of the season makes it 8-0 Cubs. So they go to 6th, and Smiley is still in the game. The Cubs have a 12-0 lead. Trace Thompson, sit down! Smiley, oh, by the way, is perfect. Let that sink in for a second. Top of the 7th, it's now 13-0. Smiley, J.D. Martinez. Bat on ball, but that's a fly out to right field. And Smiley is perfect after 7. It's the longest by any pitcher this season. So we head to the 8th. And of course, Smiley is still in the game. David Peralta at the plate. Pitch is delivered. The bat is on the ball. It's a good one between third and the mound. Oh my God! That is the cubbiest ending to a perfect game in the history of perfect games. Smiley does come up smiling and goes, well done, Dave. I mean, he still struck out 10, 7 2/3 innings of work. He allowed that measly simple dribble of a hit. Cubs won 13-0.
I think we both just looked at each other like, can't believe it ended like that. It's just a baseball play, you know, like, it happens. Sometimes you can hit a ball really hard right at somebody. You don't get to do that.
I guess he didn't think he was going to be jumping in front like that. It was, it's an aggressive play. Both of us went after it. It just came to the point where both of us wanted it. I got to it before I did, and I'm not as quick as I used to be trying to jump out of the way, and I just ended up riding it and becoming a cool pitcher.
The helmet thing.
So much.
Shohei Ohtani back in the bump tonight for the 5th time this season. 0.86 ERA, 4th best in baseball. He's got 4 home runs, 11 RBI in 18 games as well. Angels hosting the Royals, and Ohtani came out with his game in full display. Struck out the side, 3 different pitches for those final strikes in the first inning. Top of the 3rd, got Nicky Lopez off the plate, runner on first. And that is a double play. But check out what Ohtani did not do. He did not try to fill the last seconds like, you know what, I got defense back there, let them do it. Smart move. That is so hard to do for a pitcher, though. Chad Walling, gone. 2-run shot, his first of the year, put the Angels up 2-0. And this night, that's all Ohtani would need. We go to the 7th inning.
That was a 126.61.
He had 11 in this game. He only gave up 2 hits. He went 7 innings, and the Angels get the win 2-0.
There's the unfiltered RBF. That's usually a pretty good indication that someone doesn't like something or someone. And then there is the Vlad approach. Example, hey Nicole, would you eat haggis? Not a living dead. Now, I am not comparing the Yankees to sheep's heart, lung, and liver encased in stomach lining served with a side of potatoes, but Vlad Jr. just might. The man's distaste for the Yankees is somewhere between strong and quite strong. He likes to play in New York, but only to, quote, kill the Yankees, end quote. I would never sign with the Yankees, not even dead. So let the thrashing begin. Top of the first, it's Vlad Jr. at the plate. We've got a man on second, and go ahead, Trot. Come on in. Domingo Germán left that breaking ball just hanging there, and he launched it. 417 feet for the 2-run homer. It's his 11th homer at Yankee Stadium, the most for any visiting player since 2019. Top of the sixth, Toronto is now up 2-1. Brandon Belt is at the plate. He too has a net.
That lap was a 124.26.
One whole foot shorter. First of the season, Blue Jays extend their lead 4-1. The ninth, Toronto up 6-1. And you know what? If you're just tired of being thrashed and tired of being talked about, throw at him. Craig Weissel hit Carrera Jr. in the elbow guard, and then we're going to talk. Or something. It's Anthony Rizzo with worms. Arms get involved. Hold it back, Bill. Big 7 things down. Blue Jays go on to win 6-1. 20th run against the Yankees to start 2021.
All right, back to the ice. Islanders couldn't wait to get back home after dropping the first 2 games of their series against the Hurricanes in Raleigh. Now, New York won their last 4 home games to end the season, outscoring their opponent 19-4 during that stretch. Keep that in mind. Also, the Jets were there, so everyone is festive. We're tied at 1 with just 4 minutes to go in the game. Islanders on a power play. Sebastian Aho shoots to the point, from the point, pardon me. Kyle Palmieri is there. 2-1 Islanders. Has a little tip right there. That is impressive stick work. Just 44 seconds later, Islanders come right back. Matt Martin gets behind the defense and scores.
That lap was a 123.02.
Now check this out. Right after this goal, Martin Necas gets crushed into the Islanders bench, and then he punches Brock Nelson on his way out. First of all, that's pretty hard hit. Secondly, he's like, you know what? Somebody's going to take this. There was no penalty.
He's like, what did I do?
No penalty. The most hockey play of all time. Yes. Little empty net situation. Scott Mayfield takes advantage. Now it's 4-1 Islanders. And just 16 seconds later, Anders Lee gets a tip in. Islanders scored 4 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. The fastest 4 goals in playoff history. They win it 5-1. The series is now 2-1.
Another game 3, this one in Minnesota between the Wild and the Stars were tied. Series is at 1, second period. Wild up 1-0. Matt Boldy going to connect with Marcus Johansson. That is a goal. The 16th career playoff of the Moves. Nice. Wild up 2-0. Immediately after the faceoff. Luke Glendening. Front of the net. Good work. Goal. Stars only down 2-1. Later in the period, still 2-1. Watch Gustav Nyquist. Gets the puck toward the net. Marcus Foligno. Get a little redirect in there. Top of the crease. Got it. His 25th career playoff goal. It's his second goal in 25 career playoff games. Excuse me. Wild up 3-1. Third period. 6 minutes left in the game. Still 3-1. Matt Zuccarello gets that pass to Jake Ottinger. The second of the game. Wild were up 4-1 there. It is now 5-1.
Some off-day NBA news to pass along. Sixers will be without Joel Embiid for their Game 4 matchup in Brooklyn tomorrow. Sources telling ESPN that the MVP contender suffered a sprained right knee, but there is hope he could return to action early next week. Brooklyn leads that series 3-0 with Embiid averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. Now, big series lead or not, the Sixers are clearly a much better team when they having the games of this series with Embiid on the court. Sixers have posted an offensive rating nearly 20 points higher than when he's not out there. They also scored 30-point pace per game with Embiid on the floor this series.
The Clippers are not going to have Kawhi Leonard for their game against the Suns either. He missed last night's Game 3, which was a loss. Game 4 is tomorrow. Now, this is being labeled a sprained right knee, and yes, that is the same knee in which Kawhi tore his ACL and missed all of last season. But the Clippers say this sprain is unrelated. And when we last saw Ja Morant, he was not playing against the Lakers due to a sore hand. But go ahead and put a question mark behind his name for the Grizzlies' next game. Morant was a full participant in practice today. Game 3 of that series is tomorrow night in Los Angeles.
Well, the #1 seed out west in the NBA playoffs have been doing work so far in their first round series, but find out why Joker was not the only key to the Nuggets Game 3 win. That's next. This is SportsCenter.
Final de partida eletrizante. No Faz o Bet Aí, as partidas ficam muito mais emocionantes. Seguro, rápido e com muita emoção. No Faz o Bet Aí, é emoção até o último segundo. Está esperando o quê? Faz o Bet Aí.
Denver está aí acelerando, pode bater!
Chegou o momento dos playoffs. É hora de separar os meninos dos homens, de presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. Menos jogos, mas com o dobro de emoção. Sábado, 8h30 da noite, Bucks e Heat. E às 11 horas, é a vez de Grizzlies e Lakers. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus. As semifinais da Copa da Inglaterra chegaram com confrontos de tirar o fôlego. Depois de quase 100 anos sem levar a taça para casa, o Sheffield vem com fome de título. Mas para isso, ele terá que passar por um dos maiores gigantes do futebol inglês.
Manchester City!
Quem dará o passo rumo à final? Manchester City e Sheffield United. Sábado, 12h45, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
Passa ali o rFactor. Aí é pra 3, Queiroz de fora, direto pra sexta, cai a bola de 3 do Queiroz.
Em 8 anos, ele revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar aqui, a toda vez que perder agora vai chorar.
João Paulo Sampaio é daqueles que falam com paixão. E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí de uma prateleira muito diferente. Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus. O campeonato espanhol está na reta final. E agora a única opção é vencer. O Barça está a poucos passos de colocar as mãos na taça. Mas até lá, não tem como dar bobeira. E ele sabe que os colchoneiros não vão deixar barato, já que estão cheios de vontade de encostar no topo.
Gol, colchoneiro!
Barcelona e Atlético de Madrid, 11h15 da manhã, ao vivo. Assista a toda a La Liga no Star Plus. Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta a Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Chegou o momento dos playoffs. É hora de separar os meninos dos homens, de presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. domingo, 14h, Cavaliers e Knicks. Às 4h30 é a vez dos Kings e Warriors. E às 8h, o confronto entre Celtics e Hawks. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus.
Back here in SportsCenter, back to the NBA playoffs. As seen earlier right here on ESPN, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the Nuggets taking on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Denver, number 1 seed out west, trying to go up 3-0 in this series. Murray with a spin move to a fadeaway there, and then pulls up from 3. He had 11 points in the first half. How about them Wildcats? Denver up 53-41, and then Jokic. How about that pass to Jeff Green? Onk still getting it done. 55-43 is the advantage. Uh-oh. Check out the telestration. Anthony Edwards comes all the way back to get the block, and then he goes the other side and finishes. One more time, can we see that? That's hustle. And like, you know what? I'm going to reward myself. Minnesota ends the half on a 10-3 run, but they were down 6 at the break. Jokic, look, he's won some MVPs. People say maybe he shouldn't win another one. Regardless if he gets it this year, he says he doesn't care about it, but he always puts up MVP numbers. Triple-double, 7th career trip dub in the playoffs. Only Wilt Chamberlain has more at the center position. Kyle Anderson, Edwards in the corner for 3, and single-handedly keeping them in this game. He had 36. T-Wolves are down 3, and then Jokic going up top to Aaron Gordon. Nuggets push the lead to 7. 2 minutes ago, Murray. How about the behind-the-back dish to Jokic? And then Michael Porter Jr., he had 25. 7 players for Denver were in double digits. They win it 120-111, and they go up 3-0 in the series.
Nuggets have complete control. The Knicks had complete control of their game against the Cavs. This is game 3 in a series that's tied at 1. RJ Barrett is somebody who really struggled in Cleveland. He averaged 10.5 points on 24% shooting in games 1 and 2. Game 3, new phone, who dis? First half, all alone, 14 points, 6 of 10 shooting. He was also 2 of 5 from 3 in the first half. Barrett only had 1 3 in the first 2 games combined. He finished this one, 19 points, 8 rebounds. Again, the Knicks were in complete control, 45-32, up 13 at the break. Then you also have to throw in the Jalen Brunson portion of the program, dishing that one out to Obi Toppin. That was a corner 3. That made it an 18-point lead. Donovan Mitchell gets just driven by there. Mitchell did have a game-high 22, but just no one else could do anything for the Cavs. The Knicks led this one by as many as 27. Brunson crossing up Jarrett Allen. He finished with 21 points, and the Knicks, they win this one 99-79. 79, by the way, is the lowest point total in the NBA all season.
Wow. Celtics built that 2-0 lead over the Hawks in their series by winning the first 2 games by at least 13 points. Game 3 in the A, Tatum, Ice Tray, everybody's in the building. First quarter, though, the Celtics came out like word to your moms. We came to drop bombs. They made 9 threes in the first quarter. That ties their most in any quarter in franchise history in the playoffs, and they had a 4-point lead going to the second quarter. But in that second quarter, the Hawks were like, yeah, we are down, but we are far from over. Turnover. Trey finds Sadiq Bey, corner 3, and just like that, Atlanta leads it by 3. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Hawks up 11 now. Bogdanovich spins out of nothing and wide open. Hawks scored 74 points in the first half, ties their most points scored in a first half in playoff franchise history. They were up 7 at the break. We go to the fourth quarter. 3 minutes to go. 5-point game. Tatum drives, leans off the glass, and 1. He had 29 and 10. His squad was down 2. But at the other end, Trey, that's just silly. From the corner, pushes the lead back to 5. Here comes Boston again. Tatum. How about that cut by Marcus Smart? 3-point game again. Back at the other end. DeJounte Murray in the corner, guarded by his former teammate, Derek White. See, Derek fell. And DeJounte wanted everyone to know that he did fall, and he made the three, so he pointed at him.
You point and laugh?
Yeah.
That's a point.
Murray had 25, Hawks back up 6, then Tatum drives, kicks it out to Smart, another three. Lead back to 3. Under a minute to go. Trey trying to put it away for the A. He did. He had 32 and 9 assists. Hawks win at 130-122. That's the most points they've scored in a playoff game since 1986. Shout out to Dominique Wilkins. Atlanta, they've trailed the series now 2-1. Final 9 minutes of that game 3, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray had the green light like John Legend. The duo combined to score or assist on 24 of Atlanta's last 25 points in that quarter. Young finished with 15 in the fourth, tied for the second most in any playoff quarter of his career.
Not at the best in baseball, and by that I mean the Rays hosting the White Sox, hoping to extend their 10-game home win streak. Bottom of the ninth, what is happening? The White Sox are up 7-5. None on, Christian Betancourt at the plate, and that is gone, right? I mean, it's deep to right. It looks like a home run, but it is ruled a double, and the Rays fan up there waving it off like, you gotta review this! That is a home run! Oscar Colas is like, what are you talking about? Call his challenge. Watch what happens here. The ball clearly clears the wall. As Eves pointed out earlier, the fan just can't catch.
If he caught it, it would not have been a home run.
It would not, but he's trying to make right.
Really?
Yes.
He's just a bad athlete, I think.
Rolled a home run, obviously. The Rays still down 7-6. So the next batter, Yandy Diaz. He grounds that to center for a single. He makes it to first. So the Rays have a runner on and still nobody out. Next batter. Let's just take all the drama right out of it. Brandon Lau. See you later. The fan didn't have to catch that one for us to know that it was a home run.
He couldn't have caught it.
2-run home run. Let's go. Their 11th home win. Rays 8-7.
He needs a glove.
Kind of a no-look catch. Oh, my! That is a Sports Center top 10 play.
O Real Madrid tem 2 grandes adversários. Um é o Barça, líder do Campeonato Espanhol. O outro é o Atlético de Madrid, que está coladinho neles na tabela. E mesmo com o Real distante do título, sua honra não vai permitir que eles terminem a temporada atrás de 2 rivais. Sábado é dia de buscar os 3 pontos. Real Madrid e Celta, 4 da tarde, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
Peter Pan?
Esperava outra pessoa?
O que me dizem, meninos? Prontos para a aventura?
Do que é que você tem tanto medo?
Talvez eu não queira crescer.
O que vai acontecer depois depende de você.
Cadê o Peter Pan? Peter Pan e o Andy estreia em 28 de abril no Disney Plus.
Eiger está aí acelerando, pode bater!
Quando se está entre amigos, o papo é sempre bom. E se o papo é bom, por que não fazer ao vivo? Toda segunda, a sua resenha favorita fica ainda melhor.
Resenha da rodada, em cima das atualidades, fatos do presente que os nossos craques viveram no passado. Nosso vestiário te espera para novas resenhas e formas de ver o jogo.
Resenha da rodada, ao vivaço, toda segunda, 11 da noite. Assista o Resenha no Star Plus.
Chegou o momento dos playoffs.
É hora de separar os meninos dos homens, de presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. Menos jogos, mas com o dobro de emoção. Sábado, 8h30 da noite, Bucks e Heat. E às 11 horas é a vez de Grizzlies e Lakers. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Tradição, orgulho, paixão. 3 palavrinhas que podem ser unidas em 3 sílabas. Nordestão. Copa do Nordeste 2023. Ao vivo.
Passa ali o rFactor. Aí é pra 3, Queiroz de fora, direto pra cesta, cai a bola de 3 do Queiroz.
As semifinais da Copa da Inglaterra chegaram com confrontos de tirar o fôlego. Depois de quase 100 anos sem levar a taça para casa, o Sheffield vem com fome de título. Mas para isso, ele terá que passar por um dos maiores gigantes do futebol inglês.
Manchester City!
Quem dará o passo rumo à final? Manchester City e Sheffield United. Sábado, 12h45, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
We have 10 of them. I'd like to start at number 10 just today, though. This is not Mike Wazowski, but I want to refer to him as such. Oklahoma State and Kansas in baseball. Base hit to right center field. That's Mike Kaczewski. He has 2 eyes. That's why he's able to make that diving catch. Oklahoma State wins at 15-10.
Number 9, ATP in Barcelona. Carlos Alcaraz taking on Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. And watch Fokina. Oh. He's like, I'm not going to win this match, but I do have this one play against Carlos, and it's going to be on top plays. Yeah, Carlos won in straight sets.
Look at his face.
That's what he does.
Number 8, Colorado Rockies, Philadelphia Phillies. Brandon Marsh, just so much flow. Head in the face, jerks in profile. How's your face? Is he smiling or grimacing? Probably a bit of both. Phillies win it, though, 4-3.
Either would work. Number 7. Hurricanes, Islanders. Noah Dobson thought he had a goal, but Monty Rodna said, no, you do not. Watch it with his chest. Islanders win it, though, 5-1.
Number 6, TCU in West Virginia. Ball up into foul territory. I still think this should be a top 5 play. Austin Davis. Over the fence and onto his noggin.
I bet Austin Davis thinks this should be a top 5 play, too, though.
See? He's giving number 3 or something.
Well, let's see what's at number 5. United Soccer League 1, Knoxville, South Georgia. Trementa sends it deep and... Wait, what? Where did he come from, number 1? And the angle, that is Cassini, that's ridiculous. Trementa wins it 2-0.
I want like the low angle of that one. Matt Boldy connecting with Marcus Johansson. Watch the dangle through Colin Miller for the goal. Let's see that again. Hang on. Whoop, betwixt the wickets and in. Wild goal. Wild win at 5-1.
Number 3, LPGA Major this week. Used to be played out in Palm Springs. It's called the Donna Shore. Now it's the Chevron Championship, and that is Gemma Dryburgh from Eagle from the fairway. She's 4 under, tied for 17.
This is some matrixy kind of stuff here. Nichols, Southeast Louisiana. This is Alexa Poche at 3rd. How does she's heading home. She avoids the slag, like so much. The avoiding of the tag, the slide, the popping back up. Nichols won at 8-2.
Number 1 college baseball. Tennessee taking on Vandy. Up the middle, Jonathan Bastine with the grab and then the pitch to his boy R.J. Austin to get the out at first. One more time. Teamwork makes the dream work. Tennessee, though, would win it 4-3 in extras.
Stand corrected. Austin belonged at 5. Fine.
All right, coming up when SportsCenter continues from Los Angeles, there's a big fight in Vegas this weekend. Tank versus Ryan. Stan talked to both of them. You got to see this.
Não há nada mais rápido no automobilismo
Motores ligados, cavalaria acionada.
do que um carro da Indy.
Quando você tá a 370 km por hora, só agora importa.
Sinta o que é velocidade de verdade. Assista a IndyCar no Star Plus.
Em 8 anos, ele revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, é a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar aqui, a toda vez que perder agora vai chorar.
João Paulo Sampaio é daqueles que falam com paixão. E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí de uma prateleira muito diferente. Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus. O campeonato espanhol está na reta final. E agora a única opção é vencer. O Barça está a poucos passos de colocar as mãos na taça. Mas até lá, não tem como dar bobeira. E ele sabe que os colchoneiros não vão deixar barato, já que estão cheios de vontade de encostar no topo. Barcelona e Atlético de Madrid, 11h15 da manhã, ao vivo. Assista a toda a La Liga no Star Plus.
Eu sei que eu vou mudar o...
Você toca? Esse aqui é o Pedro.
E pra você, Ana, como tá sendo lidar com o sucesso?
Eu faço música por causa de música, né? Por causa de número.
A Ana tem outros interesses. Ela não quer fechar com a gravadora.
Preciso de um hit, Guita. Tô pressionado.
Peraí.
Você vai fazer com que a Ana Caetano assine um contrato com a nossa gravadora. Em troca, a gente assina um contrato com você.
Tá tudo certo então, Rubinho.
As semifinais da Copa da Inglaterra chegaram com confrontos de tirar o fôlego. Depois de quase 100 anos sem levar a taça para casa, o Sheffield vem com fome de título. Mas para isso, ele terá que passar por um dos maiores gigantes do futebol inglês.
Manchester City!
Quem dará o passo rumo à final? Manchester City e Sheffield United. Sábado, 12h45, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
Wenger está aí acelerando, pode bater!
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta a Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Passa ali o rFactor. Aí é pra 3, Queiroz de fora, direto pra sexta, cai a bola de 3, Queiroz.
Beleza, guardiões. Estão prontos para uma última viagem?
Vamos dar alguma coisa pra galáxia se lembrar de nós.
Drax, senta direito. Mas serve pra isso. Drax, se chama sofá, não é uma cama. Difícil acreditar que não tenha múltiplos propósitos. Acho que isso não importa, né? Desculpa, meu amigo é um imbecil. Tô com fome. Tá legal.
Guardiões da Galáxia, volume 3, 4 de maio, no cinema.
Dave's with you on SportsCenter with an update on the Mets and the Giants. Top of the fifth, there are 2 outs. Pete Alonso does not care. He cares about the runner on, though, because he's going to bring him home, a 2-run homer. He is now the first player to 10 home runs this season. It's 4-0 Mets.
All right, how about a check on Game 3 between the Kings and the Oilers in L.A.? Second period, 1-0 L.A. Connor McDavid on the power plays in the slot, and that is dangerous territory for him. How about 2 minutes later, another power play for Edmonton. And where's McDavid? Same spot, same result. That's his first 2 goals of this series. They're up 2-1 there. But here come the Kings. They bounce back. They tie it. Matter of fact, we are going to overtime tied at 2.
The Stanley Cup playoffs, they continue tomorrow night. Madison Square Garden has been busy this weekend. Tonight was the Knicks. Tomorrow it's the Rangers hosting the Devils. That is a Game 3. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern on ABC and ESPN+. The Rangers, by the way, have a 2-0 series lead. And this is the final weekend of the regular season in the XFL. Saturday doubleheader, that begins at noon Eastern with the Guardians and the Battlehawks. You can see that on ESPN. Then it's the Defenders and the Brahmas on ABC. Sunday, the Renegades host the Roughnecks at 3 Eastern on ESPN, and you get the Vipers and the Sea Dragons at 7 on ESPN2. Every game is also available on ESPN+. I have to say something. Alonso drove in 4 runs, and the Mets won 7-0.
Oh, so wraps. Ball game over.
Yeah, ball game over.
Okay. What do you think Dylan Brooks is going to wear to the game?
I think he's going to wear, like, either some sort of honey shirt, like maybe a bear, or he's just going to come in shirtless and look all shiny because maybe he actually has honey on him. Maybe some Mike's Hot Honey.
He's definitely a top candidate for shirtless.
Yeah.
No question. Sports Center
my
LA
guess.
coming up next.
See you later.
This is Sports Center Los Angeles.
Playoff basketball is back at Madison Square Garden. Knicks host the Cavaliers in Game 3, while 3-0 is on the table for Boston and Denver. On the ice, the Bruins head to Florida with their own series knotted up. And could Connor McDavid finally find the net against the LA Kings? Plus, Shohei Ohtani gave Kansas City the royal treatment, but the Cubs almost gave us perfection. We got it all on SportsCenter.
You're going to see this one a few more times tonight.
Gonna hit you in the face just like this left hook. Calm your ass down real quick.
That left hook ain't gonna do nothing.
What I said.
SportsCenter's on, and we are on it, along with Ashley Brewer and Stan Barrett. They're getting ready for the fight of the year in Las Vegas on Saturday. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. We will speak with both fighters together later on this show. You don't want to miss that. But first, they say the neon lights are bright on Broadway, and they were Friday with the NBA playoffs back at Madison Square Garden.
That's right. Alicia Keys once saying, "These streets will make you feel brand new," and the Knicks are sure hoping that that is true. After getting blown out in Game 2 in Cleveland, they're looking for that, a brand new approach in this first-round series of Game 3 here at Madison Square Garden. The fans coming in. New York, they're ready. Bernard King, he's ready. Knicks legend in the house, so you know the guy's got to show up and impress. Spike Lee, of course, at courtside. Jalen Brunson. Did you see that, Spike? Bernard, how about you? The floater, the moves. The Knicks lead is 4. About 4 minutes to go in the half. Brunson, defense to offense. Oh, now Spike's watching. Oh, okay, I saw him leading chants. I mean, that was the place to be on this Friday night. Another steal for the Knicks. They're just hustling in this game. Embarrassed from that Game 2. R.J. Barrett at the other end. He had 14 points in the first half. He had 14 total in Game 2. Careless LeVert with a shot. It doesn't go. The Cavs were trying to carry that momentum from Game 2. They completely found it, and they completely lost in this game. 32 points for the Cavs in the first half. Tied for the fewest in the first half in Cavs playoff history. Right now to the second half, and it's all the same. Julius Randle with authority. Rises up, throws it down. Knicks lead by 14. Later in the third, Randle step back, showing off a long ball. The crowd is loving it. A 14-point New York lead. Mitchell, heated. Trying to light a fire under this team. Doesn't work. Darius Garland. Okay, so he's hustling. Drives, but misses the layup. He would then trip over the cameraman as he backs into out of bounds, and that is a terrible sight to see. We go to the bench in pain. He later returned to the game. There was just a whole lot more of Brunson. Back-to-back 20-point games for Jalen. Knicks go on to win 99-79.
No, we were locked in, and just a credit to our coaching staff getting us ready, and everyone just locking in our game plan and executing, and everyone on the same page, and just happy came with a win.
We shot like crap, man. Like, we didn't make a shot, open ones, contested ones, whatever it is. So, trusting each other, continue to trust in it, we'll be better.
The Knicks held the Cavs to just 79 points, the fewest scored by any team in any game this season. This was also the Cavs' first 20-point loss of the entire season. Entering the day, they were the only team without a 20-point loss so far this season.
Celtics cruised through the first two games at home against the Hawks, but the series shifted to Atlanta Friday, with the Hawks hoping to protect their home floor. Pick it up early second quarter. Game tied at 40. Malcolm Brogdon turns it over. Hawks off the run, and Trae Young just defeats Bay with 3 triples at 15 points off the bench. Hawks up by 3. They hit 17 of their 23 shots in the second quarter. Bogdanovich had 15 off the bench. Hawks scored 74 points in the first half. That ties the most points scored in the first half in franchise playoff history, but they were only up 7 at the half. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Winning time. Celtics down 5. Jason Tatum. Bucket. Put him on the line as well. Hit the free throw. He had 29 points, 10 boards. Celtics down 2. With 2 minutes to go. Hawks still up 2. Young. Hawks shot 56% of the game. They're back up 5. Next Celtics possession. Tatum. Marcus Smart. Celtics keeping it close. They're down 3. Ensuing Hawks possession. DeJounte Murray, guarded by former teammate Derek White, rises up, hits the 3. White falls to the ground. You see Murray hit it, and then points at White. Murray with 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Hawks back up 6. Then possession for Boston. Smart hit 5 threes in the game. He has 24 points. And he's got a point as well. Celtics back down just 3. Just under a minute to go. Hawks still up 3. Young. 32 points, 9 assists. Hawks win 130 to 122. Atlanta's on the board. Down 2-1 in Game 4 Sunday in Atlanta.
We consider ourselves 2 pretty good guards, and we got to be able to control the games when we have leads, and especially at home, just try to get a shot every possession and get the right one. So I think we did a good job tonight. We got to do it again Sunday.
I know I get a lot of credit when we win, and got to take the blame when we lose. Like you said, gotta play better. Gotta make some better decisions in some of those moments, and I will.
So with the 32 points and 9 assists, Young became the 4th player in NBA history to reach 600 points and 200 assists in his first 25 career postseason games. He joins Luka Doncic, Isaiah Thomas, and Oscar Robertson. And Young did it in just 24 career playoff games so far.
Out of the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Panthers stunned the Bruins in Game 2 with a 6-3 victory. So how would the President's Trophy winners respond? Boston playing without their veterans, Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci for Game 3. So these guys looking for an opportunity to fill in those major roles, and Taylor Hall doing it himself. Fires a wrister. The Bruins are 37-1-1 this season when leading after 1 period. It's a 1-0 lead. After 1, history repeats itself, certainly going their way. Brad Marchand, there's a vet. Healthy and taking shots. Charlie Coyle bats it out of midair. And it beats Alex Lyon. Just chops it right in. Nice redirection from Coyle. His 24th career playoff goal. Putting the Bruins up 2-0. They're like, this is more like it. 3rd period, same score. Triorlov with a great pass down ice to David Pastrnak. He goes one-on-one on Lyon. And he wins that one-on-one very well. Sergei Bobrovsky would enter the game for Lyon after that one. We've seen enough. Boston wins 3-0. 3 minutes later, same score. Oh, just easy at this point. Nick Foligno throws it on net. New goalie, don't care. Bobrovsky, no answer for that one. The Bruins beat the Panthers 4-2. They take a 2-1 series lead. So one of the many things that this Bruins team does so well, bounce back. Game 2 marks the 5th time they lost by 3 goals all season. They now have won their next game all 5 times, including their last 3 by multiple goals. All right, how about some baseball at Wrigley? Friday afternoon action, Dodgers Cubs. Drew Smyly, he started off the season a little bit shaky. He got a 4.70 ERA. Ooh, no Dodgers touching him today. Struck out 6 through 3 innings of work. Sit down, James Outman, you're out of here. Bottom of 3, Cubs up 3-0. Julio Urias on the mound, trying to match what Smyly was doing. Cody Bellinger still hurts my heart. And that hurts it even further. Over the wall to right. 5 homers this season for Belly, and 3 have come against LA. Thanks a lot, Trey Mancini. You too. He taking it really deep. And that's a shot to the fans. Mancini is second homer of the season, and the Cubs have a commanding 5-0 lead. Bottom of 5, same score, 2 on, no outs. Patrick Wisdom drills a shot, and it will travel, and it shall go. 409 feet. This time it's Jake Reed on the mound to deep, and it's an 8-0 Chicago lead. We now head to the 6th. Drew Smyly still in the game, and let me tell you, he is perfect. Through 6 innings, getting Trace Thompson. Now JD Martinez at the plate. We brought him here to hit dingers. And he had no luck in this one. Drew Smyly, 7 perfect innings, the longest by any pitcher so far this season. And smiling, as he should. And we head to the 8th inning. Smyly still going strong.
That was a 123.99.
Broken up in that fashion. How? I hate to see that. It's like when you want it so bad and you're just, oh.
Yeah, catcher trying to help him.
Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. But what a game for Drew Smyly. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. Cubs win 13-0. Drew Smyly, the first Cubs player to carry a perfect game through 7 innings. Since 1993, that perfect game was also lost in the 8th inning. It's been over 3,900 days since the last perfect game was played, the longest span since a 13-year drought from 1968 to 1981.
Shohei Ohtani got the start on the mound for the Angels Friday with the Royals in Anaheim. Ohtani came in with a ERA of .86, 27 strikeouts and 21 in the 3rd innings. And he had the full arsenal working. Got Bobby Witt Jr. with the fastball, MJ Melendez with a sweeper, and Vinny Pasquantino with a sinker. 3 strikeouts in the first on 3 different pitches. Top of the 3rd, no score runner on first. Nicky Lopez at the plate facing Ohtani. 6-4-3 double play. Take another look. Ohtani plans to catch the ball, but at the last second,
that was a 123.76.
Came in with 11 straight starts, allowing 200 runs or fewer. Closed the night the same way he started. Pasquantino, we'll be seeing you. Salvador Perez can't get the curveball. Michael Massey swinging through the sweeper. Struck out 11, 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. Angels winning 2-0. The ERA down to .64 for Ohtani. Gambling is everywhere in sports now, even in some places where it's not supposed to be. And 5 NFL players paid for their bets on Friday. Lions wide receiver Quintez Cephas and safety C.J. Moore and Commanders defensive end Shaka Toney were all suspended indefinitely for betting on NFL games. The Lions cut both of their players involved. All 3 players can apply for reinstatement after a year. Detroit receivers Jamison Williams and Stanley Berryhill will be suspended 6 games for mobile betting at the Lions facility. The team said neither of them bet on NFL games. Williams was the Lions' first-round pick last year. The NFL policy for gambling in the workplace reads, in part, NFL personnel shall not engage in any form of gambling while in any club or league setting, including, without limitation, locker rooms, practice, or office facilities, team buses, trains, flights, or hotels, or while traveling on club or league business.
That lap was a 122.74.
As long as nothing of value is waiting.
And coming up on SportsCenter from Los Angeles, Denver has looked every part of their top seed against the Timberwolves. Would that change the series as it moves now to Minnesota? LeBron James is letting his game do the talking in Saturday's Game 3. And the 76ers and Bucks prepare to be without their superstars on Saturday. And less than 24 hours away from the massive fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, we've got both fighters joining the show. Round.
That was a 122.14.
Quando se está entre amigos, o papo é sempre bom. E se o papo é bom, por que não fazer ao vivo? Toda segunda, a sua resenha favorita fica ainda melhor.
Resenha da rodada, em cima das atualidades, fatos do presente que os nossos craques viveram no passado. Nosso vestiário te espera para novas resenhas e formas de ver.
Resenha da rodada, ao vivaço, toda segunda, 11 da noite. Assista o Resenha no Star Plus. Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus. Em 8 anos, ele revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, é a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar aqui, a toda vez que perder agora vai chorar.
João Paulo Sampaio é daqueles que falam com paixão. E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí de uma prateleira muito diferente. Luiz Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus.
Pensou em clássico? Pensou no Calcio.
A recompensa pela ousadia.
O futebol italiano une tradição, beleza, grandes craques e as rivalidades que nos fazem lembrar por que amamos esse esporte. Domingo, 3h45 da tarde, Juventus e Napoli, ao vivo. Assista ao Campeonato Italiano no Star Plus. O Real Madrid tem 2 grandes adversários. Um é o Barça, líder do Campeonato Espanhol. O outro é o Atlético de Madrid, que está coladinho neles na tabela. E mesmo com o Real distante do título, sua honra não vai permitir que eles terminem a temporada atrás de 2 rivais. Sábado é dia de buscar os 3 pontos. Real Madrid e Celta, 4 da tarde, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
Sports Center, brought to you by Burger King.
Game 3 for the Nuggets and Timberwolves from Minnesota. Timberwolves trying to climb back in the series after dropping the first 2 in Denver. Just over 5 minutes to play the second quarter is where we pick it up. Nuggets up 9. Jamal Murray spinning and winning against Anthony Edwards. Murray 11 points in the first half. He had 18 for the game. Denver shot 57%. Timberwolves trying to get back in it. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope steals Karl Anthony Towns' pass. We'll keep an eye on Anthony Edwards on this play. He got the block, and then Euro steps past Jokic for the layup. Minnesota ends the half on a 10-3 run. Timberwolves still down 61-55 at the break. Edwards coming off that 41-point game in Game 2. Jokic carrying the Nuggets. Scores over Rudy Gobert. Knocks down the 3. Offensive rebound off Jeff Green's miss, and then finding Aaron Gordon for the layup. Jokic's 7th career playoff triple-double, second most among centers all time behind Wilt Chamberlain. He had 20 points, 12 assists, 11 rebounds. Here's Edwards, though. He had 36 in this game. Timberwolves cut it to just 3. But too much Jokic for the Nuggets. Less than 5 to play. Nuggets up 5. Jokic throwing it up for Gordon. Gordon 14 points and 7 boards. Nuggets up 7. Same margin. Just over 2 minutes to play. Jokic able to finish. Nuggets up 9, and then under a minute and a half left in the fourth. Porter helping to put it away. He had 25 points, 9 boards, hit 4 triples. Nuggets win it 120-111. They take a 3-0 series lead.
How do you finish this series here in Minnesota?
Stay just same mindset, same focus, be even better. We know they're going to go even aggressive tomorrow in 2 days. So we just need to keep the composure, and we know what to expect.
We know the team that we are, we know what we're capable of, and we know what our goals are. For us to come in here and grab game 3 against a desperate team, it speaks a lot about the group that I have in that locker room.
So Jokic, excellent once again, 2 shy of tying world champions for most triple-doubles by a center. His big game helped the Nuggets take a 3-0 lead in the best of 7 for just the second time in franchise history. And as you probably know, teams that go up 3-0 are like LeVar Ball, never lost.
Classic.
Just 4 years ago, Nick Nurse led the Raptors to an NBA title. Now Nurse is out in Toronto. Raptors went 41-41 during the regular season this year, lost in the play-in tournament as the 9th seed in the East. Nurse had 1 year left on his contract. Sources tell Adrian Wojnarowski that former Celtics coach Ime Udoka could get serious consideration for the job. Nurse led the Raptors to that title in 2019. He had a .721 win percentage in his first 2 seasons in Toronto, second best in the league in that time, behind only the Bucks. But the last 3 seasons, different story with a record below 500 and just 2 playoff wins.
Back to the ice, Stars Wild, series tied at 1. Game 3 in Minnesota, where they've been waiting for this. The Wild haven't made it past the first round since 2015. They got Matt Zuccarello on the squad now. John Klingberg with the assist on that one, playing against his former team. And Zook, 17th career playoff goal, just his 2nd goal in 20 career playoff games with the Wild. So he's still kind of feeling it out, of course. Wild lead 1-0. About 2 minutes into the second period, Matt Boldy connects with Marcus Johansson. He dangles, beats his defender. Look at that. Weaving past Colin Miller. Good to see ya. 16th career playoff goal. And it's a 2-0 Wild lead. That place is rocking. You just know it. Gustav Nyquist with the puck towards the net, and it's Marcus Foligno with the redirection at this point. 2nd goal for Foligno in 25 career playoff games, and he's had a career. Wild are up 3-1. The energy is building. We now go to 6 minutes left in the game, same score. Oh, we're not even done yet. Remember when I said Zuccarello has so much to offer this team? He's been doing it all. He'll continue to. The Wild win, 5-1. You think he's stoked?
Looks like it. Carolina took the first 2 games against the Islanders by 1 goal each. They met again in Game 3 on Long Island Friday. First ever playoff game at UBS Arena. The Jets in the house. Tied at 1, less than 4 minutes to go. Islanders on the power play, starting an offensive explosion. Sebastian Aho shoots from the point. Kyle Palmieri tips it in. Another look at the deflection. Upstairs, top shelf. 2-1 Isles. But wait, there's more. Very quickly. 44 seconds later, Palmieri slides it across. Matt Martin gets behind the defense, and he pokes it in. 2 goals in 44 seconds to give the Islanders a 3-1 lead. Right after that goal, Martin Necas gets crushed into the Islanders bench. He gets up and punches Brock Nelson on his way out. Take that with you.
I love
Then Necas clearly letting out his frustration. Islanders upset, no penalty called. Less than a minute later, Hurricanes with an empty net. Scott Mayfield sends it down the ice, and it tickles the twine. 4-1 Islanders, and they still weren't done. 16 seconds later, Canes turn it over. Anders Lee with a tip-in goal. Islanders with 4 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Fastest 4 goals in playoff history. They win it 5-1, and they're now down 2-1 in the series. Still ahead on SportsCenter, LeBron James made it very clear on Friday that he would not employ the same tactics used by the Grizzlies' Dillon Brooks. Hear his comments when we return. And Ryan Garcia and Javonte Davis have been going at each other for a while now on social media. They finally face off Saturday in Vegas, if not before.
Okay,
He's a fighter, and you only depending on 1 punch.
You're gonna see when it's tomorrow. You ain't got nothing more to say. It's tomorrow.
So shut the hell up.
Se eles têm uma das ligas mais disputadas, então é lógico que o mata-mata também é um dos mais difíceis.
E com apetite de sobra!
Na Copa da Inglaterra, é impossível prever quem vai chegar lá. Por isso não importa a fase. Todo jogo aqui pode ser o jogo.
Sai, Zica!
Domingo, meio-dia e meia, você confere Brighton e Manchester United. Ao vivo, assista a toda a Copa da Inglaterra no Star Plus.
Peter Pan?
Esperava outra pessoa?
O que me dizem, meninos? Prontos para a aventura?
Do que é que você tem tanto medo?
Talvez você não queira crescer.
O que vai acontecer depois depende de você.
Cadê Peter Pan?
Peter Pan e o Andy estreia em 28 de abril no Disney Plus.
Aí é pra três, Queiroz de fora, direto pra cesta, cai a bola de três do Queiroz.
E agora traz a jogada por dentro. Olha o chutezinho, o zagueiro entrou.
Chegou o momento dos playoffs. É hora de separar os meninos dos homens, de presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. Menos jogos, mas com o dobro de emoção. Sábado, 8h30 da noite, Bucks e Heat. E às 11 horas, é a vez de Grizzlies e Lakers. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus. Pensou em clássico, pensou no Cautio.
A recompensa pela ousadia.
O futebol italiano une tradição, beleza, grandes craques e as rivalidades que nos fazem lembrar por que amamos esse esporte. Domingo, 3h45 da tarde, Juventus e Napoli, ao vivo. Assista ao Campeonato Italiano no Star Plus.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. E sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Está aí acelerando, pode bater!
You and LeBron have that exchange. There are people out there that say maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game. I guess what were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. You know, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
Well then, now trash talk of course is a part of the game, but Dillon Brooks is taking a lot of pride in antagonizing LeBron James during the Grizzlies-Lakers first round series. I mean, he was going at it during the game, and then you saw after the game, Brooks made a jab calling him old. LeBron's not really worried about it.
I don't want to talk much more. Tomorrow's gonna be a great game. I'm not here for I'm ready to play, and that's it. I appreciate it.
LeBron out, Kendrick Perkins in. You know LeBron James is a former teammate and a close friend. Does all of this bother him at all, Perk?
I wouldn't use the word bothered, but it did light a fire under him. And to Dillon Brooks, God bless his heart, he don't know no better, baby. And he don't realize that LeBron James in the first two games, he has really been selling, right? Averaging about 8 3-point shot attempts a game, 4 free throws a game. That is going to go up. I expect LeBron James to be aggressive, and I expect him to play with a certain type of passion that we haven't seen in a long time.
Haters are your motivators, and for LeBron James, ooh, that's a scary thing. Okay, so game 3 Saturday, what will that look like for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well, you know what? It's going to look great because I feel like Anthony Davis has something to prove with his performance that he had on game 2 going 4 for 14. He's going to be aggressive. You get a combination between him and LeBron, it's going to get ugly for the Memphis Grizzlies. And we know role players play better at home.
Yes, that's right. Okay, also being played at home Saturday, Suns Clippers, and no Kawhi Leonard out with a knee sprain. Do the Clippers have a chance in this series?
You know what? I'm over the Clippers at this point.
Okay, so
I actually feel bad for Ty Lue. I feel bad for the organization and the fans. I mean, like every single season, whether it's either it's Paul George or Kawhi, like one more season, give them opportunity to not break it up. But here's the thing, I'm focused on the Phoenix Suns. They really haven't looked great. They haven't looked like a contender in this series, and I'm looking to see, can you get the others involved along with getting Kevin Durant involved more than 20 shots? Can he get 20 shot attempts? Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. They need to get a quality win. These wins that they got over the Clippers haven't looked great at all, especially on the defensive end.
Okay, but Devin Booker, 45 points. We can't keep that up. Of course, we keep doing that. KD mix in a little bit more in this ball from Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Kirk, you the best. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Some other NBA notes, Sixers in control of their series against the Nets, up 3 games to none, so they have the luxury of sitting Joel Embiid out for Game 4 to let him rest his sprained right knee. He was injured in Game 3, but he was able to finish the game. Out for Game 4 Saturday in Brooklyn. Unclear if he'll be available for Game 5 Monday if the series is extended. Bucks say Giannis Antetokounmpo is questionable for Game 3 against the Heat in Miami Saturday. He's still nursing a back contusion he suffered in Game 1. Antetokounmpo didn't practice Friday, but did some individual work on the court. Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer said Antetokounmpo still has some soreness, but is doing everything.
Green flag, go, go, go!
Back to baseball, Blue Jays in New York. Yankees trying to stop a streak of 4 straight losses in series openers. Here's what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. said about the Yankees. I like to play in New York. I like to kill the Yankees. I would never sign with the Yankees, not even dead.
Come on.
Of course, he grew up around the game. His dad played for the Expos, Angels, Rangers, and Orioles, but never the Yankees.
Even if he got paid.
Guerrero had to play with a man on second. That's off Domingo Germán, and it's not coming back. Ford at 17 feet, 2-run shot. Guerrero, 11th home run at Yankee Stadium, the most by any visiting player since 2019. We go 9th inning now. Toronto up 6-1. Guerrero Jr. back at the plate. First pitch from Greg Weissert. Hits him on the elbow pad. On his way to first. Has 2 words with Anthony Rizzo. And the umpire trying to keep the peace there. Tempers would settle. Blue Jays going to win at 6-1. Blue Jays 20th win against the Yankees since the start of 2021. Most by any team against them over that span.
The other New York team, the New York Mets, have won 7 of their last 8 games. San Francisco Giants, not so much. They've been struggling a little bit. And it's top of the 5th. Pete Alonso keeps doing what Pete Alonso does. Dingers. He leads the league with 10 home runs.
That was a 123.99.
Mets lead 4-0. Joey Lucchesi making his first start since June 18th, 2021. He's coming back from Tommy John and looking fresher than ever. Nuevo, who this? Lucchesi. Brett Wisely there. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. Not done there. J.D. Davis, what do you got? Nothing. David Biard, nothing. Yastrzemski, nada. Lucchesi became the first Mets starting pitcher to pitch the 7th inning this season. 7-0. Mets win.
Kings got a split of their first 2 games of their first-round series in Edmonton, LA, and home ice for Game 3 Friday. Connor McDavid 1 point in the first 2 playoff games after leading the NHL with 153 points in the regular season. That's Will Ferrell. Second period, Oilers trailing 1-0. They're on a power play. Evan Bouchard to McDavid. He's on the board. Goes up top for the goal. First of the series, Oilers tied at 1. About a minute and a half later, Oilers with the man advantage again. Bouchard to McDavid. He's about to start scoring them in bunches now. His second of the game. Oilers take a 2-1 lead, but wait a minute. Leon Draisaitl hit Drew Doughty with his stick after the goal. Off for unsportsmanlike conduct. So Draisaitl hits to the box. Kings go on the power play.
That was a 125.06.
Adrian Kempe, who shoots and scores. Well, they take advantage of the penalty. Kempe with his third of the series. Kings tied at 2. We go 3rd period. Still tied at 2. Kings on a power play again. Obviously, shoots. Stuart Skinner makes a save. Kings try for a second chance but can't convert. Another look at it. The Oilers almost knocked the puck in themselves, but Skinner able to slide over and keep it out. Game still tied at the end of the third, so they go to overtime. In overtime, Campbell's on the power play. Gabriel Velarde to Trevor Moore. Light the lamp. Kings celebrate, think they won, but wait. McDavid skates over to talk to the referees, and it goes to review. We'll take another look because we can. Before the goal, Velarde with a high stick with the puck in the air. Hard to tell if the stick made contact. They took another look at it. After review, the goal stands. And the Kings win it 3-2 in overtime, and they take a 2-1 series lead on the Oilers. It's being hailed as a fight that could save boxing, and we've got the fighters here. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. When SportsCenter returns in 30 seconds.
That was a 124.99.
Don't touch it yet. Let me get the big one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. Yes. No. Wait. The big one. They're all same size. Wait. Let me get them all. I'm gonna get them all. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase. Make more with yours.
Here, use the restroom, thank you.
Gervonta Davis, 28-0, 26 knockouts. Ryan Garcia, 23-0, 19 knockouts. They beat Saturday night in Las Vegas in what could be the fight of the year. It's been tough for boxing to get its top stars in the ring to face each other, but these two have been circling each other for a while, and it all comes to a head when they meet at T-Mobile Arena. And both fighters are joining us now on SportsCenter. Ryan, let's get started with you. You had to make some concessions to make this fight happen. The catch weight at 136 and the rehydration clause that maybe won't allow you to come into this fight as big as you may have liked after you weigh in. Why was this fight important enough to you to make those concessions?
It's just a big fight that the fans wanted. I was tired of seeing boxing and not making those fights happen, so I willed this into existence and accepted whatever they wanted. It's as simple as that.
And Gervonta, a lot of guys in your position might keep racking up wins against lesser opponents, but you're fighting a dangerous fighter in Ryan Garcia. Why was this fight important to you?
It was important because of, he's a guy that's coming up trying to prove himself. He's been calling my name out for years, and he's an undefeated fighter, so we'll check him. Why not take the fight?
Ryan, this fight is being billed as the first social media super fight because you both have millions of followers. What do you want your fans to see Saturday night, Ryan?
The truth. That's it. The truth. We both saying a lot of things, and I just want the truth to play out. That's it.
And Gervonta, Ryan has a lot of young ladies who follow him who are big fans, so you get to play the role of bad guy for them. They don't want to see his face get messed up in the ring. How do you feel about that role?
I feel though he's been trying to make me out the villain this whole time. It's cool. I guess it's just the part of boxing. You have somebody that
Green flag, go, go, go!
I actually want to play this good for the role, but there's not. You are make pretend guy.
You know why you can't get sponsored. You know why you can't do that. I don't even have to describe that you're the bad guy. They automatically know.
Look at you.
They know that.
So, again, Gervonta,
take a good look in the mirror, dude.
Gervonta, 2 years ago, Ryan got knocked down by Luke Campbell. Really the only time he's really been in danger in his career. I'm sure your camp has watched that fight, looking for ways to attack. What did you learn when you watched that fight?
I didn't really look too much on him. It was just he got caught with a shot. It ain't nothing that just looked too deeply into it. He got caught with a shot. His hands were down, and hopefully he corrected it in the gym.
And Ryan, you took that shot, popped right back up. Really, as the official began his count, what did you prove to yourself when you popped back up after taking that shot against Canada?
I proved anything to myself. I proved it to everybody else.
The lap was a 1:23.92.
How I'm going to respond is going to be no different. I'm ready for the same type of battle. No matter what, I'm ready to fight. I know how to box. I've been boxing my whole life. It's nothing new.
Okay, prediction time. Ryan, how's it going to end Saturday night?
Just going to put work on Javante. He knows it. He put work on it. He's going to be surprised in that ring. That's my prediction. He's going to be surprised and get caught before you know it's over.
Surprised about what?
Listen, he's a fighter and you only depending on one punch.
Okay.
He's a fighter and you only depending on one punch.
You're going to see. It's tomorrow. You ain't got nothing more to say. It's tomorrow.
So shut the hell up.
I'm going to kick your ass.
Javante,
Shut the hell up while I'm talking.
what's your prediction on what happens Saturday night? Once you got big in the ring.
You got so mad.
Javante, what's your
You
bet?
better not bring your mother or your daughter to the fight. I know that.
That's how I roll. That's how we roll.
You better not do that.
Javante, what's your
I'm
prediction?
gonna hit you so hard your brother doesn't feel it. A brutal knockout. That's how I'm coming. A brutal knockout.
A brutal knockout. Yeah. 18. He's smiling. I know that's why he's smiling.
That was a 1:23.30.
All right, guys. It sounds like Saturday night can't get here quickly enough for either one of you. We appreciate you taking some time. And good luck. In Saturday night.
I'll be at your room in a minute.
Okay, yeah, I bet you will. Come through. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Can we just end the show there? That was all we needed to see. That was amazing. But hey, the NBA draft is just 2 months away, and Victor Wembanyama, the projected top overall pick, taking a step to make it official.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. No sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Sei que eu vou mudar Eu faço música por causa de música, não por causa de...
The lap was a 1:23.92.
Você vai fazer com que ela assine o contrato com a nossa gravadora. Em troca, a gente assina o contrato com você. Tudo certo, então.
O campeonato espanhol está na reta final e agora a única opção é vencer. O Barça está a poucos passos de colocar as mãos na taça, mas até lá não tem como dar bobeira. Ele sabe que os colchoneiros não vão deixar barato, já que estão cheios de vontade de encostar no topo. Barcelona e Atlético de Madrid, 11h15 da manhã, ao vivo. Assista a toda a La Liga no Star Plus. Em 8 anos, ele revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar a toda vez que perder agora vai chorar.
João Paulo Sampaio é daqueles que falam com paixão. E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí de uma prateleira muito diferente. Os Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus.
Chegou o momento dos playoffs.
That was a 1:23.48.
De presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. Domingo, 2h da tarde, Cavaliers e Knicks. Às 4h30 é a vez dos Kings e Warriors. E às 8h, o confronto entre Celtics e Hawks. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus. Os maiores torneios do nosso continente passam aqui.
É da dupla que comete da puta
No Copa, a mais completa transmissão do pré ao pós-jogo. Prepare-se para batalhas épicas nos gramados sul-americanos. As rivalidades e a paixão que só quem veste essas camisas sente. E tudo isso em dobro. Comebol Libertadores e Sul-Americana é da ESPN e Star Plus. As semifinais da Copa da Inglaterra chegaram com confrontos de tirar o fôlego. Depois de quase 100 anos sem levar a taça para casa, o Sheffield vem com fome de título. Mas para isso, ele terá que passar por um dos maiores gigantes do futebol inglês. Quem dará o passo rumo à final? Manchester City e Sheffield United. Sábado, 12h45, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
That was a 124.61.
So, obviously it's big news for me, good for you.
The future is almost here. Victor Wembanyama officially declared Friday on NBA Today here on ESPN. He's projected #1 pick with the potential to become a generational talent. If you haven't seen him, he's 7'5" with an 8-foot wingspan and his skills on guard. He leads the French league in nearly every statistical category. And here's a look at the teams with the best odds to win the Wemby sweepstakes in next month's NBA lottery. Pistons, Rockets, and Spurs have the 3 worst records and thus will each have a 14% chance at the first pick. They're followed by the Hornets at 12.5%, the Blazers at 10.5%, and the Magic at 9%. All right, White Sox and Rays. Rays looking to extend their 10-game home win streak. Bottom of the 9th, White Sox up 7-5. Christian Bethancourt at bat. That looks like a home run. Ooh, but they rule it a double. Now, a Rays fan wants the call reviewed. Thinks it's a home run, but right fielder Oscar Colas thinks otherwise. The fans are like, what do you know? Call is reviewed. We will take another look, too, because we can. The ball cleared the wall, and the fan clearly just dropped the ball back onto the field. Catch the ball. Players ruled a home run, and the Rays fan satisfied with himself.
Love the passion.
Even though he fumbled the catch.
Yeah.
Rays still down 7-6. 2 batters later, run on first. Brandon Lau. Ooh, deep and gone. Walk-off job for Lau. Rays win at 8-7. They've homered in 20 straight games, matching the 2019 Mariners for the most in Major League history.
You call them homers here in Los Angeles. We call them rodeo drives. Astros in Atlanta, tie ball game until Yordan Alvarez. See ya and good night. Cranks that ball deep, 405 feet. His 5th homer of the season. The Astros lead the Braves 6-4.
Funniest plays of the week on Friday Funny. Brought to you by Geico.
As semifinais da Copa da Inglaterra chegaram com confrontos de tirar o fôlego. Depois de quase 100 anos sem levar a taça para casa, o Sheffield vem com fome de título. Mas para isso, ele terá que passar por um dos maiores gigantes do futebol inglês. Quem dará o passo rumo à final? Manchester City e Sheffield United. Sábado,
Green flag, go, go, go!
Exclusivo no Star Plus.
Beleza, gordinhos. Estão prontos para o último beijo? Vamos dar alguma coisa pra galáxia se lembrar de nós.
Drax, senta direito.
Mas serve pra isso. Drax, se chama sofá, não é uma cama. Difícil acreditar que não tenha múltiplos propósitos.
Acho que isso não importa, né? Desculpa, meu amigo é um imbecil.
Tô com fome.
Tá legal.
Guardiões da Galáxia. Bate demais. Isso mesmo.
só o primeiro encontro e lá vem você, com a camisa do seu time. Casamento da sua amiga. Ela disse para as madrinhas irem de vermelho. Você escolheu sua roupa da sorte para a reunião com os chefes. Bem promoção. O convite da exposição de arte dizia: esporte fino. Faz sentido. Se com essa roupa você vai no camarote do estádio, por que não ir no camarote da balada? Vão chegar mais 2 torcedoras no mundo. E claro, você vai recebê-las com um manto.
The lap was a 1:23.29.
Isso é tocar na beca. Amigos, e torcendo até o fim. Leve a paixão pelo seu time pra todo lugar. Copa Comembol, Libertadores e Sul-Americana no Star Plus. Vem, que tem jogo.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. Sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
Chegou o momento dos melhores. É hora de separar os meninos dos homens, de presenciar a consagração das lendas e ver a NBA bombar ainda mais. Temos jogos, mas com o dobro de emoção. Sábado, 1h30 da noite, Bucks e Heat. E às 11 horas, Lakers de Grizzlies e Lakers. Assista aos playoffs da NBA no Star Plus.
That was a 1:23.10.
Hit to right center, going to the gap. Nothing that Mike Zeus can't handle. Zoo, laying out.
Rock chalk ball hog.
Love it.
Number 9, ATP Barcelona Open, Carlos Alcaraz, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. Fokina, some backspin, and it hops back over the net. Alcaraz not able to reach it, but he won the match in straight sets.
Number 8, Colorado Rockies, Phillies, Martin, shot to left, hit hard, hurts and profile, running hard, oh, and hits the dirt hard. Ooh, face first. That's some dirt on. Phillies win.
Number 7, NHL, Canes and Islanders. Islanders low at Dobson gets the puck, shoots it on net, but Antti Raanta. Say it with your chest. Islanders win 5-1.
Number 6, college ball, TCU, West Virginia. Ball lifted into foul territory. And that's exactly where Austin Davis wants it. Going, gotcha. Whoop. Sticks the landing. Davis not worried about that one.
The lap was a 1:23.75.
You make the top play, we'll find the United Soccer League 1 Knoxville FC versus South Georgia Tormenta FC. Matthias Cassini from a tough angle.
Wow.
Yeah. Tormenta wins 2-0.
Number 4, Stars wild. Matt Boldy connects with Marcus Johansson. Watch him just dangle right past Colin Miller. Bold move, Cotton. Watch it. Bold. Johansson straight through the end. And he buries it. Wow. Great. 5-1.
Number 3, Chevron Championship from the LPGA Tour. 6 holes, second shot in the par 4 for Gemma Dryberg. And I'll have to ask you again after. Would it be a top play if it didn't find the bottom of the cup?
Number 2, college softball. It's Nichols, Alexa Crochet at third base. Take a look. She's going home, she's going. Oh! Avoids the tag and is able to score. Watch it just go whoop. He pops up right at the last second. Unbelievable control from her. Crochet making the top play. Nichols wins.
Thibodeau in the house. Number 1, Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Jonathan Vastine lays out like a great stop. Pitches to RJ Austin to get the out at first base. Vandy boys at it again.
The lap was a 1:23.94.
Em 2023, teremos ainda histórias para contar nos gramados da América. Ainda mais emoção, mais rivalidades e muito mais gols. A Conmebol Sul-Americana é nossa! 56 times de 10 países em um único sonho. Ser campeão sul-americano. Os maiores torneios do nosso continente passam aqui. Assista a Conmebol Sul-Americana no Star Plus. Revolucionou a base do Palmeiras. Hoje, a que mais vence e revela no Brasil. Mas engana-se quem pensa no uso de técnicas super modernas.
Quem ficar aqui a toda vez que perder...
That was a 123.15.
E o palmeirense amará o que vai ouvir.
3 jogadores aí com uma prateleira muito diferente. Guilherme, Estevam e Hendrick.
Você vê o Bola da Vez neste sábado. Assista ao Bola da Vez no Star Plus.
Ele está aí acelerando, pode bater!
Quando se está entre amigos, o papo é sempre bom.
Ai, inferno do caramba!
Por que não fazer ao vivo? Toda segunda, a sua resenha favorita fica ainda melhor.
Resenha da rodada em cima
Porra!
das atualidades, fatos do presente que os nossos craques viveram no passado. Nosso vestiário te espera para novas resenhas.
O que tá acontecendo? O que tá acontecendo?
Toda segunda, 11 da noite. Assista o Resenha no Star Plus.
O Real Madrid tem 2 grandes adversários. Um é o Barça, líder do Campeonato Espanhol. O outro é o Atlético de Madrid, que está coladinho neles na tabela. E mesmo com o Real distante do título, sua honra não vai permitir que eles terminem a temporada atrás de 2 rivais. Sábado é dia de buscar os 3 pontos. Real Madrid e Celta, 4 da tarde, ao vivo e exclusivo no Star Plus.
As ligas são americanas. A emoção é universal.
Que coisa linda!
Ninguém fala melhor a língua dos fãs do que esse time aqui. Ari Ariá, Antônio Curti, Paulo Antunes e Guilherme Giovannoni sabem tudo de esportes americanos. E quando eles se juntam, sempre da liga. Assista ao ESPN League no Star Plus.
Aí é pra 3, Queiroz de fora, direto pra cesta, cai a bola de 3 do Queiroz.
Se tem uma coisa que a Premier League faz, é surpreender. Jogos de tirar o fôlego, muita emoção e alguns dos melhores jogadores do mundo dando show o ano inteiro. No sábado, 8h30 da manhã, o confronto é entre Fulham e Leeds. E às 11 horas, o Brentford enfrenta Aston Villa. E no mesmo horário, Liverpool e Nottingham entram em campo, ao vivo. Assista a toda a Premier League no Star Plus.
The team after the best medicine, but not if we're laughing at you. Friday Funnies, Yankees and Twins. Jonathan Loaska, they got him with the bubble gum on the hat. He doesn't know about it. He's posing for pictures with his teammates. Aww. And then he finally knows, like, hey, man, that's not funny.
I love it. Number 2.
It's going to be on Friday Funnies.
Yeah, feelings are hurt. Well, your feelings would be hurt if your stick got taken from Tyler Bertuzzi. Oh, got it. Did he break it? He tried to break it. He couldn't, so he just put it to the side.
Number 3, Battlehawks and Sea Dragons after a punt. Sterling Harford, the punter, with a super flop. And the official's like, no, come on, man.
Headbutt.
He's a fan of the flopper.
The Friday Funnies are brought to you by Geico. See how easy it is to bundle all your insurance needs.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Parked on the couch all day long because the Rangers host the Devils in Game 3 Saturday night. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern on ABC and ESPN+. New Jersey looking to avoid a 3-0 deficit.
First round of the NBA playoffs continue. 2 more Game 3s on Saturday night. ESPN the app. Both series tied at a game apiece. Heat hosting the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo questionable, but they say he's doing everything he can to try to suit up. That's at 7:30 Eastern on LeBron James and the Lakers. Hosting Dylan Brooks and the Grizzlies. John Moran also questionable. Countdown crew starts out playing the good 70s.
I have a feeling LeBron's going to come out really hot.
Yeah. College football no longer stopping the clock after first downs until the final 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarter. So maybe we won't have 4.5-hour college football games.
Baseball, college football. Who's next? We're just
speed it up. Thanks for watching.
This is Sports Center Los Angeles.
Playoff basketball is back in Madison Square Garden. Knicks hosting Cavaliers in Game 3, while 3-0 is on the table for Boston and Denver. On the ice, the Bruins head to Florida with their own series knotted up, and Connor McDavid finally find the net against the LA Kings. Plus, Shohei Ohtani gave Kansas City the world treatment, but the Cubs almost gave us perfection. We got it all on SportsCenter.
The lap was a 1:22.42.
In the face, just like this left hook. Calm your ass down real quick.
That left hook ain't gonna
I know what I said.
SportsCenter's on, and we are on it, along with Ashley Brewer and Stan Barrett. They're getting ready for the fight of the year in Las Vegas on Saturday. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. We will speak with both fighters together later on this show. You don't want to miss that. But first, they say the neon lights are bright on Broadway, and they work Friday with the NBA playoffs back at Madison Square Garden.
That's right. Alicia Keys once saying, these streets will make you feel brand new, and the Knicks are sure hoping that that is true. After getting blown out in Game 2 in Cleveland, they're looking for that brand new approach in this first round series of Game 3 here at Madison Square Garden. The fans coming in. New York! They're ready. Bernard King, he's ready. Knicks legend in the house, so you know the guy's got to show up and impress. Like, of course, at courtside Jalen Brunson. Did you see that spike? Bernard, how about you? The floater, the moves. The Knicks lead is 4. About 4 minutes to go in the half. Brunson, defense to offense. Oh, now Spice Walker. Okay, I saw him leading chance. I mean, that was the place to be on this Friday night.
That was a 1:23.23.
RJ Barrett at the other end. He had 14 points in the first half. He had 14 total in Game 2. Careless Levert with a shot. It doesn't go. The Cavs were trying to carry that momentum from Game 2. They completely found it, and they completely lost in this game. 32 points for the Cavs in the first half. Tied for the fewest in the first half in Cavs playoff history. Right now to the second half, and it's all the same. Julius Randle with authority. Rises up, throws it down. Knicks lead by 14. Later in the third, Randle step back, showing off the long ball. The crowd is loving it. A 14-point New York lead. Mitchell, Peter, trying to light a fire under this team. Doesn't work. Darius Garland. All right, so he's hustling. Drives but misses the layup. He then trip over the cameraman as he backs him out of bounds, and that is a terrible sight. You can see his ankle just turn there. He go to the bench and hang. He later returned to the game. There was just a whole lot more of Brunson. Back-to-back 20-point games for Jalen. Knicks go on to win 99-79.
No, we were locked in. Just it's a credit to the coaching staff pretty much ready. Everyone just locked in and plan and execute. Everyone in village and just everything everyone shot like crap.
We didn't make a shot, open ones, tested ones, whatever it is. So, trusting each other, continue to trust in it. We'll be better.
The Knicks held the Cavs to just 79 points, the fewest scored by any team in any game this season. This was also the Cavs' first 20-point loss of the entire season. Entering the day, they were the only team without a 20-point loss so far this season.
Celtics cruised through the first 2 games at home against the Hawks, but the series shifted to Atlanta Friday, with the Hawks hoping to protect their home floor. Pick it up early second quarter. Game tied at 40. Malcolm Brogdon turns it over. Hawks off and running. Trae Young to Sadiq Bey with 3 triples at 15 points off the bench. Hawks up by 3. They hit 17 of their 23 shots in the second quarter. Bogdanovich a part of it. He had 15 off the bench. Hawks scored 74 points in the first half. That ties the most points scored in the first half in franchise playoff history. But they were only up 7 at the half. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Winning time. Celtics.
The lap was a 123.65.
Free throw, he had 29 points, 10 boards. Celtics down 2. With over 2 minutes to go. Hawks still up 2. Young. Hawks shot 56% of the game. They're back up 5 next Celtics possession. Tatum, Marcus Smart. Celtics keeping it close. They're down 3. The 2 in Hawks possession. DeJounte Murray, guarded by former teammate Derek White, rises up, hits the 3 as White falls to the ground. You see Murray hit it, and then holds at White. Murray with 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Hawks back up 6. That's possession for Boston. Smart hit 5 threes in the game. He has 24 points, and he's got a point as well. Celtics back down just 3. Just under a minute to go. Hawks still up 3. Young. 32 points, 9 assists. Hawks win at 130 to 122. Atlanta's on the board. Down 2-1 with Game 4 Sunday in Atlanta.
We consider ourselves 2 pretty good guards, and we got to be able to control the games when we have leads, and especially at home, just try to get a shot every possession and get the right one. So I think we did a good job tonight. We got to do it again Sunday.
We're a lot of credit in the win, and we got to take the win when we lose.
The lap was a 123.14.
Some better decisions in some of those moments, and
So with the 32 points and 9 assists, Young became the 4th player in NBA history to reach 600 points and 200 assists in his first 25 career postseason games. He joins Luka Doncic, Isaiah Thomas, and Oscar Robertson. And Young did it in just 24 career playoff games so far.
Out of the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Panthers stunned the Bruins in Game 2 with a 6-3 victory. So how would the President's Trophy winners respond? Boston playing without their veterans, Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci for Game 3. These guys looking for an opportunity to fill in those major roles, and Taylor Hall doing it himself. Fires a wrister. The Bruins are 37-1-1 this season when leading after 1 period. It's a 1-0 lead. History repeats itself, certainly going their way. Brad Marchand, there's a vet, healthy and taking shots. Charlie Coyle bats it out of midair, and it beats Alex Lyon. Just shots it right in. Nice redirection from Coyle. His 24th career playoff goal. Putting the Bruins up 2-0. This is more like it. Third period, same score.
The lap was a 123.12.
Would enter the game for Lyon after that one. We've seen enough. Boston leads 3-0. 3 minutes later, same score. Oh, just easy at this point. Nick Foligno throws it on net. New goalie, don't care. Bobrovsky, no answer for that one. The Bruins beat the Panthers 4-2. They take a 2-1 series lead. So one of the many things that this Bruins team does so well, bounce back. Game 2 marks just the 5th time they lost by 3 goals all season. They now have won their next game all 5 times, including their last 3 by multiple goals. All right, how about some baseball at Wrigley? Friday afternoon action, Dodgers Cubs. Drew Smyly, he started off this season a little bit shaky. He got a 4.70 ERA. Ooh, no Dodgers were touching him today. Struck out 6 through 3 innings of work. Sit down, James Outman, you're out of here. Bottom of 3, Cubs up 3-0. Julio Urias on the mound, trying to match what Smyly was doing. Cody Bellinger still hurts my heart. Screaming that Cubs uni. And that hurts it even further. Over the wall to right.
That was a 123.64.
Against LA. Thanks a lot, Trey Mancini. You too. We take it as Urias deep. And that's a shot to the fans. Mancini is second homer of the season in the Cubs have a commanding 5-0 lead. Bottom of 5, same score. 2 on, go out to Patrick Wisdom. Drills a shot, and it will travel, and it shall go. 409 feet. This time it's Jake Reed on the mound to deep. And it's an 8-0 Chicago lead. We now head to the 6th. Drew Smyly still in the game. And let me tell you, he is perfect. Through 6 innings. Getting Trace Thompson. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. We brought him here to hit dingers. And he had no luck in this one. Drew Smyly, 7 perfect innings, the longest by any pitcher so far this season. And Smyly smiling, as he should. And we head to the 8th inning. Smyly still going strong. David Peralta at the plate, trying to break this thing up. Oh, gets contact. Ron Gomes collides with Smyly. A perfect game, broken up in that fashion. How? Hate to see that. It's like when you want it so bad and you're just, oh.
Yeah, catcher trying to help him.
That was a 123.82.
7 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. Cubs win 13-0. Drew Smyly, the first Cubs player to carry a perfect game through 7 innings. Since 1993, that perfect game was also lost in the 8th inning. It's been over 3,900 days since the last perfect game was thrown. The longest span since a 13-year drought from 1968 to 1989.
Shohei Ohtani got the start on the mound for the Angels Friday with the Royals in Anaheim. Ohtani came in with an ERA of .86, 27 strikeouts and 21 in the 3rd innings. And he had the full arsenal working. Got Bobby Wood Jr. with a fastball, MJ Melendez with a sweeper, Vinny Pasquantino with a sinker. 3 strikeouts in the first on 3 different pitches. Top of the 3rd, no score runner on first. Nicky Lopez at the plate facing Ohtani. 6-4-3 double play. Well, take another look. Ohtani plans to catch the ball, but at the last second, flips his glove back so the defense behind him returned the double play. Ohtani 3-3 scoreless. Came in with 11
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
2 earned runs or fewer. Closed the night the same way he started. Pasquantino will be senior. Salvador Perez can't get the curveball. Michael Massey swinging through the sweeper. Struck out 11, 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. Angels winning 2-0. The ERA down to .64 for Ohtani. Gambling is everywhere in sports now, even in some places where it's not supposed to be. And 5 NFL players paid for their bets on Friday. Lions wide receiver Quintez Cephas and safety C.J. Moore and Commanders defensive end Shaka Toney were all suspended indefinitely for betting on NFL games. The Lions kept both of their players involved. All 3 players can apply for reinstatement after a year. Detroit receivers Jamison Williams and Stanley Berryhill will each suspended 6 games for mobile betting at the Lions facility. The team said neither of them bet on NFL games. Williams was the Lions' first-round pick last year. The NFL policy for gambling in the workplace reads, in part, NFL personnel shall not engage in any form of gambling while in any club or league setting, including, without limitation, locker rooms, practice or office facilities, team buses, trains, flights, or hotels, or while traveling on club or league business. For clarity, playing cards or other casino-type games is permitted as long as nothing of value is wagered.
And coming up on SportsCenter from Los Angeles, Denver has looked every part of their top seed against the Timberwolves. Would that change the series as it moves now to Minnesota? LeBron James is letting his game do the talking in Saturday's Game 3. And the 76ers and Bucks prepare to be without their superstars on Saturday. And less than 24 hours away from the massive fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, we've got both fighters joining the show. Stick around.
Esperava outra pessoa?
O que me dizem, meninos? Prontos para a aventura?
Do que é que você tem tanto medo?
Talvez eu não queira crescer.
O que vai acontecer depois depende de você.
Cadê o Peter Pan?
Peter Pan e o Andy estreia em 28 de abril no Disney Plus.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Burger King.
Game 3 for the Nuggets and Timberwolves from Minnesota. Timberwolves trying to climb back in the series after dropping the first 2 in Denver. Just over 5 minutes to play the second quarter where we pick it up. Nuggets up 9. Jamal Murray spinning and winning against Anthony Edwards. Murray 11 points in the first half. He had 18 for the game. Denver shot 57%. Timberwolves trying to get back in it. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope steals Karl Anthony Towns' pass. We'll keep an eye on Anthony Edwards on this play. He got the block, and then Euro steps past Jokic for the layup. Minnesota ends the half on a 10-3 run. Timberwolves stood down 61-55 at the break. Edwards coming off that 41-point game in Game 2. Jokic carrying the Nuggets. Scores over Rudy Gobert. Knocks down the 3. Offensive rebound off Jeff Green's miss, and then finding Aaron Gordon for the layup. Jokic's 7th career playoff triple-double, second most among centers all time behind Wilt Chamberlain. He had 20 points, 12 assists, 11 rebounds. Here's Edwards, though. He had 36 in this game. Timberwolves cut it to just 3. Well, too much Jokic for the Nuggets. Less than 5 to play. Nuggets up 5. Jokic throwing it up for Gordon. Gordon 14 points and 7 boards. Nuggets up 7. Same margin. Just over 2 minutes to play. Jokic able to finish. Nuggets up 9, and then under a minute and a half left in the fourth. Porter helping to put it away. He had 25 points, 9 boards, hit 4 triples. Nuggets win it 120-111. They take a 3-0 series lead.
How do you finish this series here in Minnesota?
Stay just in the same mindset, same focus. We'll be even better. We know they're going to go even aggressive tomorrow in 2 days. So we just need to keep the composure, and we know what to expect.
We know the team that we are. We know what we're capable of, and we know what our goals are. For us to come in here and grab Game 3 against a desperate team, speaks a lot about the group that I have in that locker room.
So Jokic, excellent once again, 2 shy of tying Wilt Chamberlain for most triple-doubles by a center. His big game helped the Nuggets take a 3-0 lead in the best of 7 for just the second time in franchise history. And as you probably know, teams that go up 3-0 are like LeVar Ball, never lost. Just 4 years ago, Nick Nurse led the Raptors to an NBA title. Now, Nurse is out in Toronto. Raptors went 41-41 during the regular season this year, lost in the play-in tournament as the 9th seed in the East. Nurse had 1 year left on his contract. Sources tell Adrian Wojnarowski, the former Celtics coach, Ime Udoka could get serious consideration for the job. Nurse led the Raptors to that title in 2019. He had a .721 win percentage in his first 2 seasons in Toronto, second best in the league in that time, behind only the Bucks. But the last 3 seasons, different story with a record below 500 and just 2 playoff wins.
Back to the ice, Stars Wild, series tied at 1. Game 3 in Minnesota, we know they've been waiting for this. The Wild haven't made it past the first round since 2015. They got Matt Zuccarello on the squad now. John Klingberg with the assist on that one, playing against his former team. And Zook, 17th career playoff goal, just his second goal in 20
Green flag, go, go, go!
So he's still kind of feeling it out, of course. Wild lead 1-0. About 2 minutes into the second period, Matt Bold is next with Marcus Johansson. He dangles, beats his defender. Look at that. Weaving past Colin Miller. Good to see ya. 16th career playoff goal. And it's a 2-0 Wild lead. That place is rocking. You just know it. Gustav Nyquist with the puck towards the net, and it's Marcus Foligno with the redirection at this point. Second goal for Foligno in 25 career playoff games, and he's had a career. While they're up 3-1, the energy is building. We now go to 6 minutes left in the game, same score. Oh, we're not even done yet. Remember when I said Zuccarello has so much to offer this team? He's been doing it all. He'll continue to. The Wild win, 5-1. You think he's stoked?
Looks like it. Carolina took the first 2 games against the Islanders by 1 goal each. They got again at Game 3 on Long Island Friday. First ever playoff game at UBS Arena. The Jets in the house. Tied at 1, less than 4 minutes to go. Islanders on the power play, starting an offensive explosion. Sebastian Aho shoots from the point. Kyle Palmieri tips it in. Another look after deflection. Upstairs, top shelf. 2-1 Isles. But wait, There's more, very quickly.
Their lap was a 1:26.42.
Slides it across. Matt Martin gets behind the defense, and he pokes it in. 2 goals in 44 seconds give the Islanders a 3-1 lead. Right after that goal, Martin Natchez gets crushed into the Islanders bench. He gets up and punches Brock Nelson on his way out. Take that with you. Then Natchez clearly letting out his frustration. Islanders upset, no penalty call. Less than a minute later, Hurricanes with an empty net. Scott Mayfield sends it down the ice, and it tickles its line. 4-1 Islanders, and they still weren't done. 16 seconds later, Canes turn it over. Anders Lee with a tip-in goal. Islanders with 4 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Fastest 4 goals in playoff history. They win it 5-1, and they're now down 2-1 in the series. So ahead on SportsCenter, LeBron James made it very clear on Friday that he would not employ the same tactics used by the Grizzlies' Dylan Brooks. Here are his comments when we return. And Ryan Garcia and Javonte Davis have been going at each other for a while now on social media. They finally face off Saturday in Vegas. If not before.
Vamos, pô! Vamos, pô! Vamos, pô! Acelera!
It's tomorrow. You ain't got nothing more to say. It's tomorrow.
Sei que é bom mudar o...
Você toca?
Arranho. Esse aqui é o Pedro.
E pra você, Ana, como tá sendo lidar com o sucesso?
Eu faço música por causa de música, não é por causa de número. A Ana tem outros interesses. Ela não quer fechar com a gravadora.
Precisa de um hit, Rita. Eu tô pressionado.
Você vai fazer com que a Ana Gaetano assine o contrato de 4 anos. Com troca.
Ô, louco, é isso.
Tudo certo, então.
Sempre tem graça pra
People out there would say, maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players and you're doing what, I guess, what do you think?
Carries all, our Coke Bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
That trash talk, of course, is a part of the game, but Dylan Brooks is taking a lot of pride in antagonizing LeBron James in the Grizzlies-Lakers first-round series. I mean, he was going at it during the game, and then you saw after the game, Brooks made a jab, calling him old. LeBron's not really worried about it.
I don't want to talk about that. Tomorrow's going to be a great game. I'm not here for it. I'm ready to play, and that's it. I appreciate it.
LeBron out, Kendrick Perkins in. You know LeBron James is a former teammate and a close friend. Does all of this bother him at all?
I wouldn't use the word bothered, but it did light a fire under him. And to Dylan Brooks, God bless his heart, he don't know no better, baby. And he don't realize that LeBron James in the first 2 games, he has really been selling, right? Averaging about 8 3-point shot attempts a game. 4 free throws a game. That is going to go up. I expect LeBron James to be aggressive, and I expect him to play with a certain type of passion that we haven't seen in a long time.
Haters are your motivators, and for LeBron James, ooh, that's a scary thing. Okay, so Game 3 Saturday, what will that look like for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well, you know what? It's going to look great because I feel like Anthony Davis has something to prove with his performance that he had on Game 2 going 4 for 14. He's going to be aggressive. You get a combination between him and LeBron, it's going to get ugly for the Memphis Grizzlies. And we know role players play better at home.
Yes, that's right. Okay, also being played at home Saturday, Suns Clippers, and no Kawhi Leonard out with a knee sprain. Do the Clippers have a chance in this series?
You know what? I'm over the Clippers at this point.
Okay, so
I actually feel bad for Ty Lue. I feel bad for the organization and the fans. I mean, like every single season, whether it's either it's Paul George or Kawhi, like one more season, give them opportunity to not break it up. But here's the thing. I'm focused on the Phoenix Suns. They really haven't looked great. They haven't looked like a contender in this series. And I'm looking to see, can you get the others involved along with getting Kevin Durant involved more than 20 shots? Can he get 20 shot attempts? Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. They really get a quality win. These wins that they got over the Clippers haven't looked great at all, especially on the defense.
Devin Booker 45 points. We can't leave that out. Of course. He keep doing that. KD mix in a little bit more, and this girl from Phoenix is very.
Oh, good, you go.
Yeah, that's right. Perk, you the best. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Some other NBA notes, Sixers in control of their series against the Nets, up 3-0, so they have the luxury of sitting Joel Embiid out for Game 4 to let him rest a sprained right knee. He was injured in Game 3, but he was able to finish the game. Out for Game 4 Saturday in Brooklyn. Unclear if he'll be available for Game 5 Monday if the series is extended. Bucks say Giannis Antetokounmpo is questionable for Game 3 against the Heat in Miami Saturday. He's still nursing a back contusion he suffered in Game 1. Antetokounmpo didn't practice Friday, but did some individual work on the court. Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer said Antetokounmpo still has some soreness, but is doing everything he can to be able to play. Back to baseball, Blue Jays are Yankees trying to stop the streak of 4 straight losses in series openers. Here's what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. said about the Yankees. I like to play in New York. I like to kill the Yankees. I would never sign with the Yankees, not even dead.
Come on.
Of course, he grew up around the game. His dad played for the Expos, Angels, Rangers, and Orioles, but never the Yankees.
Even if he got paid.
Guerrero at the plate with a man on second. That's off Domingo Germán, and it's not coming back. 217 feet, 2-run shot. Guerrero, 11 home run in Yankee Stadium, the most by any visiting player since 2019. First pitch from Greg Weiser. Hits him in the elbow. On his way to first. Since the start of 2021. Worked by any team against them over that span.
All right, now the other New York team, the New York Mets, have won 7 of their last 8 games. San Francisco Giants, not so much. They've been struggling a little bit. And it's top of the 5th. Pete Alonso keeps doing what Pete Alonso does. Dingers. He leads the league with 10 home runs. Only 21 games played so far. Fastest a Met has ever reached 10 homers in a season. Mets lead 4-0. Joey Lucchesi making his first start since June 18th, 2021. He's coming back from Tommy John and looking fresher than ever. New elbow, who dis?